Alrighty. Once everyone gets logged in and gets their selections.
I want to play Raz today.
Ha! 100.
Fuck it, Axe.
What are the odds?
1 in 100.
100.
Is it though? We all know Zargon runs those freaking odd programs.
Yeah, but they only affect my dice rolls. That you know of.
Because I live in Texas, I decided I wasn't drinking enough water because getting water. So
you turned into a robot,
Table.
and your video went out. Nice.
We got the double whammy.
I decided to get poor and not be able to afford internet.
But now you can afford
No,
water.
I got
is that what it is?
this bad boy.
What is that, a Yeti?
46 ounces of hydration. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife just ordered us. We all have Yetis now for our upcoming trip. We're going down to visit Fable and his family down in Mexico.
Well, I know you wanted to fight a Yeti. Now you get to fight a Yeti full of water every day.
All in service to Kruger.
Long may he reign.
Why are you picking Nathy, or you can't play him?
I think at the both.
Yeah, but one's dead.
Oh, it was close. Almost got the double 100.
Alright. Who would like to do a recap of last week? I think Bio should.
We finished up the shit that we had going on in Zazel's hometown.
I say.
The catfolk formerly known as Zazel. We had a little bit of a celebration in which Snowball did not attend, much to the chagrin of pretty much our entire group. Zazel had a little ceremony to get a fancy... It was a rapier, right?
Yes.
That did
Morin.
Yeah, it did spooky things. Fable's tweaking cameras, very distracting.
Okay, I wasn't having for anyone else about that, so that's...
After getting your sword and us attending the party, we heard rumors that a dwarf and human, as well as a few others in an entourage, were making their way up north on horseback that seemed to fit the description of two people Razavir was familiar with. One, Grunec Amberback.
Jack.
Amberjack. And Rebecca. Hearing that, some preparations were made. Kruger just spent the night passed out drunk because that's all he really knows how to do when he's not punching someone. And
I can do both at the same time.
You're not helping your point here. It's the only two things you know how to do.
Doing both at the same time is a third thing. Thank you.
Option C, multitasking.
We got ourselves some horses in which we slathered our group and a handful of goblins onto, made our way up north, found the old ruin that Raz and Kruger had been familiar with at a time long past during that old war.
Where Raz kicked the shit out of Kruger?
That's just a matter of perspective. I provided the bullets. At the very least, the alchemist fire that set his family on fire was made by me. We found the cave, sent the goblins away for a little bit so they stay out of trouble in case...
With the horses.
Yeah, that can't possibly go badly for the horses at all. I'm pretty sure goblins hate horses.
I put the names of the goblins in.
Made our way into the cave, stayed the night, and then before we found the entrance that delved down into looked like a synthetic academy. Fitzwiggle, I think it was. Really.
Yep.
That sounds no.
And then we headed on inside, and we found like a main chamber room that led to a bunch of other rooms, but the floor in it was covered in a bunch of runes that would represent ingredients in like an alchemical formula. And based on the item displayed or listed on each of the doors. You were supposed to find your path across using the ingredients. And we pretty much got to the first room, the students' quarters, before we called it there for the evening, though there was also a laboratories and a master's quarters. The latter being with a pattern of something I am not familiar with, because it's a 20th level item, the Philosopher's Stone. A little outside our pay grade at the moment.
Nah. Alrighty. That was a pretty thorough refresh of what happened last session.
All you got to do is ask, Zargan.
Uh-huh. I ask every week, and some of them are good, some of them are not. Sometimes I have to twist people's arms.
What'd you say the name was of the academy?
Fitzwiggles Academy. Let's see, I have it written down here.
Fitzwiggle? I have it written down as Fizzwick.
It's probably Fizzwick.
It's Fizzwiggle.
Fizzwiggle. So we're both wrong.
Fizzwiggle Synthetic Academy. It's where they make breast implants. So Kruger can get some.
I'd say I've been meaning to pick up some of those.
Probably have been.
My pecs have pecs.
Alright. Let's hop into the bonus rewards and or questions. The party is currently sitting on 19.5 points. So everyone go ahead and roll me a 20-sider so we can determine the order.
That
Back
20.
goes Fizzwick.
This is wasting all of his good rolls.
Get ready for suck, boys.
Meanwhile, Fable is just setting the standard for his rolls tonight.
That's pretty normal.
Nothing important is going to happen tonight. It's not like we're going to run into an old person that one of us knows and their throat's going to get slit by ancient rival.
Yeah.
I got my,
something like
I
that.
got my second backup character done and ready. I'm good.
Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us, Naughty. You have like 8 backup characters on the ready right now.
I also have a backup character. His name is Bruga. Orc monk.
I'm sure you'll
Alright.
find Glizzo is totally fine.
It's short for
exact-
Brother Kruga.
It's not the exact same character. Instead of champion archetype, he's fighter archetype.
He looks exactly the same, except he's got a giant fro. That's all.
Yep. All right, Glizzik, you are up first. Go ahead and roll me a 1d19.
I do.
All right, number 10. Let me get my timer ready. All right, Glizzik. You have 1 minute to tell me, by what name did Zakara perform her heists?
I was gonna be like Zaytel. No. Because she probably does a different name that I don't know. I have no idea.
All righty. That will be 0 points then.
But I do have something to discuss with you later.
So you did a bunch of heists in your day.
Fair-
Did you
fair
just
se-
go by a code name or a work name when you were on those heists?
All right, Raz, 1d18, please.
A while back, I made up wrestling names for us. Is that something you'd be interested, or do you already have a nickname you use?
All right, Raz, this one has been up before, so we'll see if someone can get it.
Probably not.
You have 1 minute to tell me, what was the name of session 36?
Think I fucking know. That's gonna be a hard pass, brother.
0 for 2. All right. Zakara, roll me a 1d17. This is not fair, but it is what it is.
Neither was the last question, but
No, it was. Zakara, you have 1 minute to tell me what is Zakara's father's name?
Rokar.
Hey, there's a point.
Isn't he of the hill people? Rokar of the hill people.
Kruga, I know you went away for a minute, but are you back? I mean, if he's not back, he's going to have to forfeit his turn and lose 5 points. Wow. Really? He picks now to take a giant dump?
That is an answer.
the absence of an answer is also an answer.
It is, yeah, correct. The absence of an answer is always the wrong answer, though.
Not always. It's just an answer.
No. Come on, Kruga.
Maybe he thought it was a practical exam. Wow, I realized when I accidentally zoomed out by holding down control and hitting the mouse wheel, the pins do not change size if you zoom in or zoom out the map.
Ah. The
I zoomed
longer
way the hell
Kruga
out.
takes, the more hit points all the mobs get tonight.
Sweet. Increase that DPS.
You're gonna make him stay away longer.
Zargan over there trying to be slick. Grunec's like a fighter-esque kind of person. He's already got a lot of hit points.
As far as you know, he is a fighter.
Don't we both?
It's never so simple in Pathfinder. Fighter and what? Fighter and what?
Dwarf.
When dwarf was a class.
Yep.
In the Red Book, dwarf and elf were classes.
And halfling.
Was halfling in the Red Book?
Yeah, halfling was in the Moldave even. The old red one with the green dragon on the front.
Was it called halfling?
Yep, because initially he tried to call it Hobbit, and they got sued from Tolkien's estate, so he switched it to Halfling. But it's basically the exact same thing. He just named.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a thing. Because Halfling basically was like a fighter thief, just like the same as the dwarf, and the elf was a fighter magic user.
Yeah. That's right,
But
magic user.
Yeah.
That was your class.
I always thought it was so stupid that they limited the levels that they could go up, but humans could go to whatever they wanted, up to 36 or.
Well, that's how they balanced them.
Yeah, but some of the stuff was like, okay, you can go up to level 9 fighter, level 6 thief as a halfling.
Well, that was in first edition, not in the basic.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That was kind of dumb that they did it that way. We're playing the Immortal Edition now, so luckily you can get some levels again.
See, I didn't think it was that bad because there was no balance. I mean, they got bonuses and all kinds of stuff back when humans got nothing. Hey, you're human. Good job.
Well, everybody stopped getting hit points at level 9, other than just a +2 or 3.
Oh, you're still
like
talking
so
like basic and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking first edition.
Well, I'm saying that was with the whole dwarf and elf and
Yeah. Yep.
Megan, you got a plan for this giant yet?
Giant what?
Giant problem in our game.
Oh, that one.
Is it Bob?
We'll... It's a little bigger than Bob.
I don't think that's possible. Bob told me himself he's as big as can be. Bigger than life.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we'll just go back to sleep and wait for the giant to leave or die on his own.
Run away?
Simple solutions.
We will pull a Bravester Robin.
Christina finished her ogre. They had it varnished and all that fun stuff, so she started like this other medium-sized human person, and Yeah, the size comparison between the two, then them giants are pretty big.
Yep.
Yep. It's cool seeing them painted though.
I'm almost done with this stupid giant. At least to the point where I'm done with it. Just done with it.
What you need are some castle walls.
I can even get fucking shit to print consistently on this printer. I don't even fucking worry about terrain. I had another fail yesterday, Zargan, except this time it was the first time I've seen this particular one. It printed the supports. Just the supports.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that was a weird one. So I have to...
What, like clerics and druids, or
No.
Bards.
No.
what's being?
So yeah, I need to get a screenshot from
So
you,
your
like,
print was kind of like this. A flat base and then just
the
supports.
They were all in there, like all the supports that would have been in the nooks and the crannies. They were all there, just not the actual figure. So I'll have to look
That's
into
weird.
That one, but
You might want to check and see if there's like a firmware update or something for your
I already
printer.
did.
Like maybe they put one on it that is messed up, and then there's a fix for it.
Yeah, already covered that base.
Eh.
That's why I wanted to get a screenshot of whatever settings you have when you're going to slice your projects. At the
I mean,
very
I can
least.
send you one, but it's just I haven't changed anything. It's just base.
You could still just send me it, and I can go from there.
I could. What are you gonna send me?
Fable.
I doubt that. He's not even back from the bathroom yet.
He's getting older. Takes a little longer these days.
Yeah, it's true. He is pretty old, and he's a
I'll
kid,
send
and he
some
has a kid.
Flomax.
So
I'm back.
See, told you I'd send you Fable.
roll me a 1d16, Fable.
Ah,
Alrighty. Alright, another question we've had before. Let's see if Kruger can finish it. Kruger, my tusked man. Couldn't think of nothing else.
Tough
You have-
love.
Yeah, no, that's what he reads to Zakara. You have 1 minute to tell me why did Zakara leave Jatham?
To my knowledge, and I'm not sure if this is the same answer of what it was before, she left because she was the subject of extreme bullying from her sister mainly, but also a lot of other similarly aged catfolk in the area. And I believe it was because she was blamed for her mother leaving.
That is correct.
A
See, we can get one when we have real questions.
Uh-huh.
We already AFK for mine, Fable.
yeah, what was yours?
What was the name of session fucking 38? Like, oh,
36.
We had that one already and we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know.
How are we
I
supposed
typed
to
it.
figure that out? Is there a list of these somewhere we could? Is there a wiki Zargan we can look this shit up on?
Kind of.
So the last
One
session
of
he
the
was gonna
party
say
members has a
something.
list of them all.
Is she? I got a question.
Would not be Ishii since he's not here. All right. You have
was-
21 and a half points.
Wait, did you guys? Nobody answer one correctly?
Yeah, both me and Nutty.
Oh, Naughty got his correct.
No, I
No.
got mine wrong because I had no idea what pseudonym Zakara was stealing stuff as.
Yeah. What was
All right.
the car's question?
Her father's name.
What's your dad's name? It was a
Who is
hard.
your daddy? What does he do?
Is he doing?
No, that's not the question. It was, what is Zakara's father's name?
And what does he do?
That's not the question. All right, so you have 21.5 points. I opened up the rewards. There's a couple new ones on there.
Random wand.
What's his name?
Rokar.
Rokar. Loktar Rokar. Ooh,
So
we can
it's-
get a random kingdom leader again.
Yep.
I think we should take the leader.
Yeah, it disappeared for a while and that scared me, so maybe we can get a one-up on that. Like, it's
think-
like, I rolled to see what position it felt, and it's going to be ruler. No!
I feel like that will be points that we're throwing away as you just
It's
keep
Kruga's
trying to kill him.
tribal chieftain. He's gonna kill Kruga and take control.
It's Kruger's brother, Bruga.
No, I believe he's dead, sir.
Mother always did love Bruga best.
All right. So any points you would like to spend? This is session 52, so it is even. So the alchemy and potions are on the table. The food's on the table.
Food's on the table. I think I'd be interested in doing a wand. I know, Bio, you talked about doing alchemy stuff this time too,
It's a possibility.
and I'm still in favor of doing the random kingdom lead.
I'll be a lot more interested in the kingdom leader when we actually get anywhere near having a kingdom.
Does he come with the kingdom?
No, he
You
does
just
not.
gotta shimmy into.
Every session, you guys are getting closer and closer to starting the kingdom.
Yeah, well, I thought that 5 levels ago too.
No, I knew that 5 levels ago you weren't.
I wouldn't be against a wand and some alchemical items, but that would be a good chunk of. Because the points spent on wands is variable depending on the roll, right?
Correct. What it is, depends on what type of wand you buy. A wand 1 or wand 2, you roll a random number, and it's listed below. What the number, I think is 28 different wands for 1 and 87 for 2. Because if you buy wand 2, you can get a level like 1 wand.
And then you just pay 1 point, right?
Correct.
It'd be the same cost. Yeah.
So basically, wand 1s are level 1 to 6. Wand 2s are 1 to 12. Now, I will say this. If you buy a wand and you don't want it, it's still going to cost you a point.
Wand it.
But you only get to do it once. So you can't say, "Oh, I don't want that one. I want to spend. I want to try again." Nope.
So both of the wands, even though there's multiple, we can only get each of them once.
Per session, at least, you're right. You can only spend points on
Oh.
once. So if you
Okay,
buy a
per
wand 2 and you roll and it's like a wand of peanut butter, and you don't
Sure.
want it, well, then I take a
Tell
point
me.
away, and wand 2s cannot be bought anymore today.
You can use it for food and poisoning people.
Yeah, and attracting animals.
All you need now is a wand of pretzels, and Krug will be set. Beer, pretzels, and
No,
pizza.
chocolate.
You got a flask of chocolate. You got my flask in your wand. You got your wand in my flask. Can we say I wanted to do wand 2? We roll. We find out how many points it costs. At that point, can we then spend more points to figure like whether we can afford an alchemical 8 or 10?
No.
Because otherwise, we won't know how much we can spend until we actually spend.
Well, I understand that. It's why it's random. And, I mean, you can go negative.
Oh, we didn't know that. At least I.
But if you're negative, though, you can't spend any points until you're positive again. The only reason, I mean, because until now there wasn't anything that had a random cost. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to
Why did
discuss.
we suddenly start typing instead of talking?
I don't know.
Because I was typing because people were talking.
I
And
just answered it.
Stop talking over me. Type instead.
That's basically that's my pitch. So there's not
I'm
really
gonna start
else to say
typing
unless other
caps.
people say stuff. I have no interest in a kingdom leader at the moment. I have no indication whatsoever we're anywhere near starting a kingdom. Never mind not having the seats for it.
You mean the Kingdom of Fizzy Wiggles Academy?
I mean, I do want the leader, but I also want to get the alchemical for Bio since I know he's been waiting for us to be level 9 to get that.
I mean, there's not a huge rush on it because there's a good chance I'll get a bunch of shit I can't learn until level 12 at worst. But there's also a lot of stuff at level 9 that I could learn right away. Well, downtime, quote, quote, right away. And the wand, could cost a lot, or it could cost basically nothing. Depends on what we roll. So we could still afford a leader if we really, really wanted to do it.
I know you said you're not interested in the leader because we're a long ways off, but I mean the fact that it's disappeared and come back, I feel like there's specific NPCs he has in mind out there.
It's possible.
How many rolls were there total for the kingdom? Just because I don't remember. It's been a while.
Like
Well,
8 or
8.
10?
And we can only do one, or we can do multiple as characters.
One.
One per
One
character.
only.
Each character can only fit, yeah.
Yeah, right now we're filling 4 rolls.
And you have a negative for every roll that's unfilled.
So we could skip the alchemical if we really want to secure kingdom leader, because that's
We can skip
not
the
gonna-
wand for now too, if you want. I mean, I saw it. I was like, ooh, shiny one.
I mean, I'd prefer the wand over the alchemical items because we need downtime before I can even do anything with it. Unless we're
True.
staying put somewhere and I can set up the mage tower, I'm not gonna have a chance to reverse engineer anything. On top of
We
that,
could always revisit it in 2 sessions.
Yeah, because I feel.
because the wand we could get used right away as soon as we get it, even
Yeah.
if you can't use it, Glizzik, because it's not on your spell list. I can, as long as it's only up to 2 actions.
Trixie.
I can use it.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
You
can.
can poke people in the eye.
Religion, you can use a. Is it spell on your spell list?
As long as it's key rush.
Wand of Key Rush.
Yeah.
And Key
Cast
Rush is
spell-
a focus spell that there are not wands
cast,
for those.
To cast from a wand, it must be on your spell list, unless you take like trick magic item anyway. But even if you do take trick magic item, that takes an action to trick the item, so you can never use anything with 3 actions. Because it has to be
Not
the same thing.
well, yeah, I suppose. I don't think Quicken will give you a cast.
No Wand of Feather.
At least
Nope.
I haven't seen one that does.
Nope, because use a magic or trick magic item is an action to use it.
Yeah.
I would say let's hold off on the alchemical, mostly because Bio's reasoning it could be a while before he could do anything with it, and also who knows what he's going to get from this little expedition.
Yeah,
May be less pertinent or impressive to grab that depending on what we end up pulling out of here.
Yeah.
Well, the one door said it had Philosopher's Stones behind it, so I mean, there's that.
I think there's 3. One for the goblin, one for the cat, and one for the orc. Screw the alchemist.
If you're a good alchemist, you don't need a philosopher's stone.
I use mine as a paperweight. Look.
I always wanted a shiny rock.
Kruger's
rock.
like, I hate philosophers, and just throws it away.
I'll say it's a nice rock, but it wasn't my first level 20 pick initially.
There's some new level 20 items. I like a couple of them.
Well, it's a feat. The Philosopher's Stone is a feat, level 20.
Yeah. Now there's a aging potion, level 20 now too.
There's the frickin' what is it? The Sun Orchid Elixir that like.
That's what I'm
sets you
talking
back.
about.
Well, there's the anti. It's not aging.
Well, yeah, it takes you from whatever age you are back to your prime.
Yeah.
Kruger drinks it. I haven't changed. Always in my prime.
All right, what are we spending? Galgrim votes for a broker.
Galgrim, it's an even session.
88.
Broker, it is.
So so it's looking like Kingdom Leader, Wand 2, and a Hero Point.
Yep. Between 7 to 18, so we might still have enough to do the other stuff afterwards too. Plus questions, answer.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yep, agreed.
Log it in, DM.
All right.
So, do you want to do one?
We roll for the wand, right? So we know how many points we just lost.
I was just gonna say, who would like to roll for the wand?
I think the person that's going to use it the most should use it. Kruger.
Someone roll me a 1d87.
Who ordered 1 chopstick sent to the headquarter house? Stupid chopsticks, curvy too.
He's just like picking his teeth with it, and it breaks, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Tastes weird. The smell's just oozing out his.
Overcharges the wand. Detonates. Hey, got your teeth clean.
That's actually the story of how he lost his one tusk.
Pretty good. You never did have to clean that tusk again.
There's a wand of magic missiles
All right.
and just blast it up.
Oh, Raz rolled a 39.
Snuck it in there when you weren't looking, apparently.
All right, give me a second while I count.
Well, it should be cheap then.
Well, it comes after 38, and it's before 40, I believe. I might have to check my
Well,
notes.
but there's 28 level 1 through 6s, so it should be like 7 or 8. So that's not horrible. If it's like that, you know.
Wand of Speed, like the one Galgrim took for us.
Wand of Finger of Death, but only at yourself.
All right, putting it into chat there in Discord.
Oh, this sounds boring.
It will be 4 points if you want it. Or actually, no. Roll me a 1d5, somebody. All right, it'll cost 8 points. It's a level 3rd spell. So take a look at it and decide if you want it. I'll mark off the points for the leader and the hero points.
This just sounds like something that Glizzy can already do out of the gate.
Yeah, because the
Yes.
activation is just to cast a spell, and then your next thing is to activate it, and you become shiny. So I'm not sure could Raz actually do that? Because it's not just like a cast a spell wand, it's a wand that does something once you cast a spell.
Yeah, I can do it
Okay.
because I have.
I don't know how trick magic item works, so.
I mean,
Well,
trick
Raz
magic
has a
item
spell.
Trick magic item is just you spend an action and you make a roll. If you're successful, you can now use this despite any requirements. Doesn't matter if you have the spell on your list or anything.
Be right back.
However, the last action you took this turn was to cast a spell. Might throw a wrench in there. It's the requirement more than anything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Because the only spell I do know is a cantrip that takes 2 actions. And then the trick magic item would be.
You don't need to use trick magic.
yeah, because this one isn't, you're not like casting a spell, you're just activating the magic item.
You would spend your 2 actions to cast your cantrip, then you use your 3rd action to activate the second power.
Well, with trick magic item, you activate a magic item you normally can't activate.
Yeah.
The only requirement for this, for the second ability, is that you cast a spell.
Oh, wait, the last action you took this turn was to cast a spell from the wand. I'm so
Oh, it
confused.
is from
I
the
don't
wand, yeah.
understand how this shit works.
This is a
Fucking magic.
this wand in particular is very confusing. Since most of them are pretty much standard, straightforward, you cast a spell from the wand, but this one is not.
No, a lot of wands aren't.
Okay, for this one, when you mouse over the words bright light, it says in bright light such as sunlight. Does that actually count as sunlight? Because that might make a
No.
difference for the vampires we face.
Well,
Okay.
such as, like, sunlight's a type of bright light, but. So how do you cast a spell from the wand? Do you have to
You would
overcharge
cast
it with something?
You would cast Ledger Domain, whatever spell that is.
Lurder.
I don't know. It's not a particularly impressive thing because I feel like Glizzic can already do this base kit.
Yeah.
So like the biggest thing would be for me to use it, but it's not really my wheelhouse to be. I don't do performing stuff.
I would pass if it were me, unless you guys want to do the same thing I can do, but to a lesser degree today.
A Ledger Domain isn't a spell, right?
Yeah, I don't see it popping up at all. There's like a Ledger Domain feat and like a series of feats in that, but
Can it be like, is it saying it's any 3rd level spell?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the stuff down there. It's got different spell levels, but there's no description on how they're different than the one that comes before it.
So do we get to choose which spell it is?
Oh, yes. It'll have a random 3rd level spell on it.
more random.
Wait, what? I missed.
So basically, it's a wand of a 3rd level spell that has an extra ability. That's what it is.
Okay, so the extra ability is the performance thing where you do the
Correct.
close in magic or whatever, pull a rabbit out of the hat thing. But it also has a spell like fireball or something on there.
Yes.
I mean, that makes it not helpful since if you do hostile actions, then.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it actually means. Like, I don't think it's just a random ass spell.
It is. If you look it up in the treasure vault, after in the description, it has a list of what level spell it casts, just like a regular wand would.
Okay, so it basically is a third level spell wand, which we don't know what spell it is yet, but also does this other description.
Correct.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it says in there too. It does like the illusory stuff, and the creature makes a save, and if they fail, it become fascinated. This doesn't say anything about other spell effects.
That's because the initial interaction, which
Is to
doesn't
cast a
cost
spell.
anything, is to cast a spell. Like
Well,
it has two different activates.
It does have a activation cost. It's whatever the spell costs.
Yeah.
So if it's a one action spell, it takes one action.
I'm just saying it's not anything above and beyond.
Correct.
So
Can we find out what the spell is before we say yay or nay on the wand?
Yeah.
That's a
I was
big
gonna say,
difference
I'm
between
not
like
really impressed by this thing at all.
a third level light spell versus fireball or something useful. Sorry, this is not the best.
This is like
First
the worst
pick of
fucking
it.
wand to come out of this.
Yeah, a lot of
I mean,
yeah.
I'm fascinated by the presentation of the wand, but I don't know how we're going to use it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. That's why most of these wands are like that. It's like a certain level spell with added effects.
Yeah, I can't think of any other wands that are like this level of confusing though.
Well, you obviously haven't been paying much attention.
I mean, I don't think it's that confusing. I just think it's confusing that it doesn't say it's like, yes, it has some random spell or ability to hold some random spell in it, and that's what you're casting initially. Along with the second activation, which
All right,
requires that
someone
you do
roll
the
me a
first one.
1d18. It's all been Raz.
Got it.
Kruga.
Master of spell sleeve.
It is a wand of lightning bolt.
There you go. At least that's useful. Once a day.
I mean, it's a decent spell, but I feel like for 8 points to get a wand of lightning bolt with another feature that doesn't interact well with lightning bolt is
Well, remember that
You don't
the
have to use
activate power is each enemy within 30 feet. It's an area of effect, and it depends.
well, it makes it easier if you've done anything like threatening, and I feel like casting lightning bolt is easily
Yeah.
a threatening action.
It would be. Yeah, it would affect them all. Yeah, it's not that great of a combination.
I don't know. If we pass on it, we are spending just 1 point on it.
Yes.
I think that's the play. Unless someone really wants a wand of lightning bolt.
No.
Yeah, you have Maeve to do that for you.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, I can put spells into stuff if you guys want to have wands made. She can make them, and I can cast stuff for it too. We could probably just do it for cost.
A wand is a magical item.
just need
Matt.
a formula.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
like I
this is
said,
a no?
I'm good on- yeah, let's pass on it. Bio, what say you? Naughty, what say you?
Oh, I agreed with you. I say pass.
Pass.
Okay, that's 3 out of 4 at least, so.
All right. You're down to 14.5 points. And on your character sheet, everyone give yourself 2 hero points.
You extra hero points, guy.
I'm back.
We were all voting so far to pass on the wand because it's got lightning bolt, and
Yeah,
then you
fuck that
follow it
wand
up.
of Ledgerman.
You followed up with the, hey, everybody pay attention to me now. Unless you've done a hostile action, and they get a +4 bonus to their saving throw.
Yeah, fuck that Wanda Ledgerman.
Yep. So essentially, it only costs us 1 point to figure it out.
Yep.
And then pass on.
And 45 minutes of our time.
Right?
Good thing it wasn't a wand of doors or pits.
All right, everyone give yourself a total of 2 hero points.
Did you say we're only spending 1 point?
Yes.
On the wand part.
Oh, okay.
If we
We're
decide we
still
don't
doing-
like it, you pay the 1 point,
Right. Gotcha.
a non-refundable deposit, as it were.
There you go.
I had such high hopes for wands. Now I'm not so happy.
We did
Well,
too.
you just fucking picked you just picked the worst fucking one to come out the gate with.
I believe you rolled a 39, sir.
Pick something cool.
That ain't my list I'm looking at.
It's your fault.
Might have been like a 3rd rank wand of enlarged person. There you go, Kruga. Go freaking wrestle an actual Titan.
All right. So let's jump into the game here. You guys had just crossed the rune-covered floor, and you are standing in the doorway in the hall next to where the door said student quarters. The hallway goes about 20 feet to the east, then empties into a large chamber where you can see several large tables and some broken furniture and some piles of rubble from where you're standing in the hallway.
Rubber.
Yep, rubble.
What are these students doing in here?
Same thing all students do.
All these rubbers everywhere. Piles of them.
I mean, it's like college, right? An academy.
Exactly.
Can't make out what the language is saying, but there's a sign next to the men's shower, and all you can make out is there's a shower drain and a bunch of white liquid and then an X through it.
I think we're supposed to wear these galoshes in the showers. He starts putting them over his feet.
All right, what's the marching order here?
No, me and Kruger were up front because I was kind of guiding him across the floor there in the first place.
I believe
wide-
Kruger was first, right? The
Yes,
hallway
I was first.
is 10 foot. You could do two. You could do two. You know, like a 2 by 2 group if you wanted to, or go single file.
I thought I was picking up the little copper pieces or whatever because they were starting to heat up when we were leaving the path.
You did.
So maybe I'm last then.
I can. Well, I can help keep an eye out for traps if I'm at the front, and maybe even delay them if they go off.
So Raz and Zakar up front. Sounds good to me. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. You guys kind of rearrange in the 2 by 2 configuration and head down the hallway to the large chamber ahead. You get to the edge of the chamber. There's no door to it. It looks like there might have been at one time, like there's some hinges and a little bit on the wall, but there's no actual door. Inside the large room looks to be roughly 40 foot by 40 foot. There's probably about a dozen large tables centered around the middle. There are a few intact wooden chairs next to the table. Some of them are standing up. Several are on like knocked over. You see several of them that are just like broken. You can see where the ceiling has collapsed in several spots with rubble raining down below. And around the outer edge by the wall are several large, comfy-looking chairs, or at least they might have been at one point. You can see like the stuffing poking through where they're dry rotted and so forth now. And leaving the chamber are 3 hallways, one on each of the 3 walls. So there's a door going north, east, and south.
Because we came in from the west.
Correct. Also, in each corner of the room, at least to too far away that you can see at the moment, there's like a statue / pillar holding up the roof. Carved look like mostly like a student wearing like robes and so forth. A few of them have like chunks missing from them, but
Do they have gems for their eyes?
not that you can see from here.
No sticks.
I'd like to make a bargain. Do we have a bowl and a knife? Get some of my blood in
What would you guys like to do?
Is there anything in particular in this room that looks like it's actually intact, or is it all?
Some of the tables and chairs look like they're intact, but not great.
Kind of made out
I'm
of
heavy enough.
There's no shelves, no workspaces. It's just these look like quarters.
No,
Or like a living area,
it looks like a living / dinner area.
study area. Okay.
And you see kind of Glizzy, you're right next to him, Kruga, kind of kneels down, pulls out some bones, throws them on the ground.
With this shit again.
Yes, I'm reading them. Yeah.
Well, you never know where to go, cause I'm thinking starting south.
And so
Remind me last time what the bones said as far as going in. They wanted me to go in further for great treasure. Is what the reading I had was. Does
I
that sound
believe
right?
so.
Okay. This seems like the entry level area, guys. I don't know if we're gonna have the best treasure here, according to the bones. It's probably the safest area here, though, I would think, just because it is the lower level one, you know?
I don't disagree. Well, I think the greatest finds here would be through an area that's we would be guessing at best.
Do you know where that place in your vision is?
Kind of fits the general aesthetic. This whole place.
Your
We're
visions,
talking-
yeah, if you go to your notes, your vision's on your note, Graz. All your guys' visions are on the notes, your own notes. If you wish to refresh your memory of what your vision was.
Don't see. I see party notes.
Nope, it should be one under Raz, under your name. Click on that, and then there's the vision. It says Razovir's vision.
I don't see where it says Raz. I see.
You have notes open?
I've got party note party open.
No. Open up the notes. Party notes are under the notes section.
Gotcha.
You each have your own notes. You each have your own notes. You guys are standing in the hallway looking at Glizzy after he rolled his bones.
Well, I asked Rez a question.
Well, yeah. Just saying no one's gone in the room yet.
There's no actual description from the vision. It just says, after opening the magically sealed vault, you enter a large chamber.
Magically sealed vault?
Magically sealed vault. You enter a large chamber much larger than is possible.
So we want the vault.
Something of that. But there's no description of whether or not this stonework all looks the same, or whether or not it would be on this side. I assume it's going to be in either labs or master's quarters. We can get to labs easily enough. I know that one. Master's quarters are going to be something.
Damn it, sent that to the wrong person.
I got
I got it.
The bones are very specific of where the treasure looks like.
Aren't all the doors covered in runes, Zargan?
Yeah, but that was different. When you see it, I will let you know.
So none of the doors that lead out of this room are anywhere near match.
None of the doors you've seen match it, no.
Okay, so again, it's either going to be in labs or master's quarters. So this is probably just going to lead to a bunch of freaking student chambers, maybe a classroom that's probably not anything related to what we're looking for or hoping to find.
Music walks over and puts his hand on Raz's shoulder and looks him in the face and says, "Now, if anything happens to Rebecca, just remember it's not your vault."
Obviously, it'd be the dwarf's fault.
He didn't say fault. You guys continuing into the chamber or heading back?
Well, if we're trying to find anything actually valuable, it's not going to be in here.
That's what I said, but the poet said. It's not here.
But now that the gnome said it's gospel.
Oh, we believe that. Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you're going to find anything in here, it would still probably be useful. It's just probably not the most valuable thing you're going to find. You need to go back out and probably across.
All right, so you guys turn around, walk back down the hallway to the exit, to the room with the runes all over the floor. You can head towards the master chamber, the labs, or out.
You said I know how to get to the labs, but it was the master chambers where I knew piecemeal.
You knew like one or two of the runes, and that was it.
Labs might have more clues. Not sure how much of a shot that would be, but if there was also work to be done, a lab seems like a good place to do it. I'll do the same thing as before. I'll guide Kruga. Or anyone else who's feeling saucy enough.
Okay, are you leaving copper coins behind too for everyone else?
As we go, maybe, unless they just want to follow literally step behind, step behind, step behind.
That would be up to them.
Another in line. But yeah, that's up to them.
So Kruga's going first, followed by Raz.
Because I know Glizzik just picks him up behind him anyway.
He gave him back to you.
Before we head over, like Kruga isn't gonna say too much. He's just gonna reach down like behind him and grab Raz by the back of his shirt and just pick him up over his head, so he has like a sky high like view of this entire thing, to see if he can make any sense of like the patterns of the places where we need to be going and whatnot. Because I know he wasn't sure if like there was a direct path from here to over there before, so I was.
Oh no, right? But when you got over to where you're at, he looked and there is.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if I lift him up in the air, he can have like a better aerial view and see if there's any other like paths and stuff that we can take.
Okay.
Because we may need to fight here, so this might be something that's good to like map out.
Raz, roll me a perception, and you see Glitching like me next.
And then
and then I throw Raz into the middle.
No, halflings get punted. That's the thing. So.
Dwarves get punted and tossed. Roll me that perception, Raz.
Halfling of me.
Ooh, that was almost a 3. I was kind of sitting on it for a second.
All right, Raz, you're up there for a few moments. 15 seconds looking around. Yeah. Kruger, finally, you kind of tap on me. Can you let you back down? Don't really see anything different than you saw before.
Could break a bone falling from this height.
Maybe you could.
It's true. Raz could break a bone if Kruger threw him from that height.
Well, he's ancient.
We got a 10-year-old versus a 200-year-old in here.
See? You need some calcium in your diet. That's what you need.
Lived 20 goblin lives.
Start slipping in
last month.
When he's not looking.
All right, so where are you guys headed? Master or lab?
Lab at the moment. Master is going to be a guessing game, so
All right,
We're gonna find out what happens when we hit the wrong thing when we go up there.
roll me a crafting check, Raz. All right, no trouble. You're like Kruger, there, no problem. And you know, 10 seconds. You guys in a little conga line are from the student quarters over in front of the lab door.
I'm just like mentioning it off, just under my breath. Odd little alchemical things here: powdered copper, a little bit of scales,
Back guano.
one.
Wait, that's a fireball. Shit.
Magic and science are they're intertwined more than you think.
They can. All right. Okay, Kruger, you're in
All
front
I'm
of the
hearing
lab
is
door.
A credence to Kruger's theory that everyone's a fucking shaman.
You're in front of the door, Kruger.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
All right, you open up a short hallway, goes about 20 feet, and then it splits into 3 passages. So you're heading north, you go up about 20 feet, and then there's a big, like a intersection, and then a passageway goes to the east, the west, and north.
Yeah, hit up that crossroad, see what we're looking at down these halls.
All 3 of them go about, let's see, about 30 feet, and into a large chamber that is dark.
Different chambers or same chamber?
Different.
Dark doesn't matter. We've all got dark vision.
I understand, but you see it looks like a large chamber. You don't see nothing in it.
In any 3 directions.
In all 3 directions.
Right, he said we don't see nothing. That's double negative, so we see something in there.
Well, true. You guys do have all dark vision. In all 3 of the chambers, you do see a couple like piles of like rubble where the ceiling has collapsed there as well. Nothing's blocking or nothing like that, but like one pile's like 3 or 4 rocks. Another pile's like 2 razes high.
Well, you did say this was old, like been here forever, so it makes sense that there's probably
1,000+ years.
some time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's probably been here for 11 years or more, you know,
At least 5 years.
at least.
Ancient.
I'm thinking left. If these are all the labs, the one to the right would
Left.
probably be a student lab that connects to their quarters.
Well, if that's the case, let's go to the left one
Mm-hmm.
and go west because that'll connect to the other stuff that we want to.
At least that's the theory. Let's find out.
All right, you go
Okay, theory.
the 30 feet down. The left passage opens up into a large chamber. As of right now, no one's entered it yet. Doing the same order as you were before. The chamber looks to be about 60 feet by 60 feet square. And there are 4 like pits in the chamber. You can't really see what's in them from the hallway. And that's about all you really see. Other than the ceiling's real high, about 40 feet high.
No other exits from this direction.
Nothing that you can see. No.
Well, I mean, Kruger proved that he could punch through walls and make openings when we were fleeing the Ankh theft. So I mean,
Brick walls,
we
yes.
we should just be able to
Funny,
punch
he
through
was-
the rock
He
in
wasn't
the
the one
south,
who actually ended up doing it either.
and that should reveal the place we want to go, right?
Oh yeah.
So that-
I'm curious to see what might be in these pits, but otherwise I don't want to spend much time here. This doesn't look familiar.
Anyone walking in to get a better view, or
You know what? I'll send Maeve. She can fly. Mind going
she
over
kind of
just
hovers
checking
up
out?
and kind of goes in, breaks the
Take a
plane
look.
of the room. Nothing happens.
Cool. Looks okay. Say.
Roll, yeah.
I was asking.
What's in the pit?
Yeah. Is anybody else need any more proof that it's safe?
You want her to go in and look in the pit, or, I mean, she may or may not be able to tell you. I mean, depends on what it is. She may not know
I
what
mean,
it is.
I'll go forward.
All right. Kruger pushes you guys out of the way and steps in. As Kruger steps on the floor in the room, dim lights pop up, illuminating the entire chamber.
I'm a shaman now.
We're all shamans now.
Directly across, now that the room's lit and easier to see things, you can't really see what's in the pit yet, but directly across the chamber is a door. It is a metal door of some sort and has a bunch of different runes all over it.
Is it a vault?
Does it look familiar? This is the door.
Now that the room's lit, you can see it.
I feel like I have a very different understanding of how dark vision works in this game.
It's not about how dark vision works, it's about maybe how the door works.
I'll relay that as soon as Kruger steps in, the lights come on. That door.
Yep.
Across the way. That's the one I saw. So you said it has the rune work around it. And is it decipherable?
You'd have to go up to see it.
I'm going up to see it.
You said
Alright.
there's pits and whatnot in here?
Yes, there's 4 pits.
Are they like equidistant, like down the length of
Yes,
the room? Or is it
they
like
are spaced identical in the middle of the room. Like there's a 10-foot wide passage going from where you came in to the other door, and so forth. If we end up, well, go ahead.
My sketch of this place is so far maintaining accurately.
As you guys are walking forward, now that you've all gone into the room, unless someone says they're not.
No, I'm just gonna pick up the skull as I walk by. She's floating along next to me
Yep.
again.
You guys walk down the middle, because that's where going to the door where Raz is leading you. You walk by the first 2 pits. They are 15 feet by 15 feet, about 10 foot deep, and they seem to be alchemy labs. There's 2 tables down there filled with alchemy equipment. There's a ladder going down. It's wooden, so I'm not sure how safe it would be to use.
Boy, the training regimen of this place is brutal. They just kick
But-
you into a pit and say, figure this shit out.
It looks like, from Raz and you, some Glizzic, you know, you don't do alchemy, but you do magic. If anything would blow up in one of those pits, it would be directed upwards and not affect anyone else.
Yeah,
So-
the person in the pit is screwed.
So if the students blow themselves up, next.
Learn from my mistake.
Everybody will just see a plume of fire, and then everyone's going to say, oh, there goes Jeff.
Yep. I
Wait,
told him to put the acid in first, but he didn't listen.
There's a reason you got to neutralize these bases.
Yep.
Too much sulfur. Definitely use too much sulfur.
So you walk by the first 2 pits. Like I said, they're not 100% identical, but they're, 2 tables filled with alchemical, vials, bottles, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, this place is definitely worth checking out in detail later when we have time.
You walk another 10, 15, 20 feet to about the middle of the room, start going to another half, and the other 2 pits, same thing. So there's 4 like pit labs. So it looks like four different labs in this one room. Now, whether they're individual labs or like 2 people, 3 people at a time, who knows?
Before Raz starts getting like too far,
Well, I'm
I'm
assuming
going-
you're all going with them.
yeah, but he's kind of like leading the way for
Yes.
obvious reasons. I'm gonna kind of like step in front of him because I don't want to actually bend down and touch him again. And I'm gonna say,
What, you fucking skipping leg day or something?
Raz, where does it happen?
Well, I just kind of close my eyes and recall the memory. Past the door here, I get to a table. There's a bottle of glowing green liquid, a bunch of notes, parchments. I believe I had just recognized what it was when he stepped into the room behind me.
So you're talking about this room or the vault?
The next room, past this door.
Okay.
I go in, figure out what I'm looking at, or at least think I do, and turn around and he's there with Rebecca.
Don't try and figure anything out until I'm in position.
I'm not going to tell him that it's too late for that one, but I figured some things out already, but
What are you guys doing? So you can read those few of those runes right now, Raz, but you can't read them all from where you're at.
Right.
Big, bold letters is what that says.
Big,
so you can see it.
bold letters.
So you can see it from pretty much anywhere in the room.
That's what the runes translated.
You continuing over to the door?
Kruger wanted to get into some sort of a position because I need to figure out how to open it first, but...
Well, they come into that next room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I need to survey that room as well to figure out where I want to be, essentially.
Okay, so you're all kind of with Raz going over to the door.
You said the room's like 40 or 50 feet wide?
It's like 60 by 60.
Okay.
It's a perfect square if you're sketching it out.
So you just have to have Zakara invisible so that when Grunec shows up to slit someone's throat, she slits his throat in a slit throat chain gang.
Yeah, I'm out of potions though.
Kruger just stands very still.
But are you eating a Zagnut?
10-foot pit, you could hoist yourself out of that pretty easy, right?
Jump right out of that.
Considering that, at least for the
Hey,
moment, like 60 feet is nothing for Kruger to cover, especially if everyone else is like walking.
That's just one key rush.
Yeah. I'm actually going to head back to the other side of the room and just kind of stay by the other entrance to see if I can start hearing people coming.
Okay, which side of the entrance are you on, east or west?
Was there another door on this like end of the hallway that opened?
No, it's just a hallway opened right into this lab room.
The one way in.
And there's no like either one of the closer like pits isn't particularly closer from the door than the other, correct?
No. There's actually a little bit farther away from the door from where you're going to be compared to the other side.
No, that's fine. It's still not that far from me.
Nope.
East side, I guess.
Yeah, quick note, if you hear people coming in, you can take the mist form elixir and you'll be concealed. So that means you'll be able to hide wherever you're standing.
Have you seen his stealth?
I know, but I'm just saying, it's, the ability to at least try.
What do you mean, have you seen my stealth?
Alright. Raz, Glizzik, and Zakara walk up to the door, kind of...
Shit.
Never mind. I take that back. Mist form specifically calls out if you're still in an obvious position, you can't use it to hide or sneak.
Glizzik and Zakara is about 10 feet back. Raz kind of steps up by himself and starts going over the runes. Takes you a minute or so to decipher. I mean, it's not an instant read.
It's not like I speak it every day.
Nope. Exactly.
And
it's not like, it's a dead language, so it's not like you can just, oh yeah, we know this. It's not like Latin. It's like Sanskrit.
Alchemical stores, and then other smaller runes that are a little harder to decipher.
Alchemical stores? That means you can buy alchemy stuff here.
Takes, I'm gonna say an entire minute to decipher the other runes. And that's what they decipher to.
Only the masters may enter, speak the proper word, and enter. So it's got a password.
Say the proper word in whatever language you're reading.
This old Gandalf thing, huh? So it looks like they kept their supplies behind the passworded door.
You don't want students wandering in there taking whatever could be good. Like rejuvenation potions. Blizzik's busy. Quick, start to fight.
I don't suppose they got any sticky notes somewhere that just happens to have the password posted somewhere.
You don't see any keyboards, sorry.
Damn. The only other thing I can
Any
think
ideas?
of, Was there like a, I don't know if there was like a historical record on whether or not they were big fans of like, poetic irony sort of civilization or like high cultural, or if they were a very literal type of people?
They were very cult. I mean, some were very high culture,
Very
but
cultic?
yeah, you know what I mean. No, their
Yeah.
culture was depends on. I mean, it's hard to judge like
Hmm.
one people's culture compared to someone else's. But they were, from what you know, they were a very cultured people. Raz did mutter it out loud, so if any of the three of you over there wish to venture guesses or suggestions, Kruger's too far away unless Raz is yelling this.
Can you say it again? I had to listen to my sister-in-law on the phone calling for my wife.
You didn't have to.
The door,
I did.
the runes on the door say alchemical stores, and in smaller runes say only the masters may enter, speak the proper word, and enter. So it's just
And
got
what
a
language
password.
is that in? That old language that you were decoding,
Yeah,
which we
Matsir.
don't speak.
Correct.
Yep. So we may have to find the clue of a password, unless there's just some arbitrary random word, probably in their language.
Well, I mean, future you figured it out, right?
What was that?
Future you figured it out.
Apparently.
True.
It's you were alone, right? Or were we in the room with you when that happened?
I didn't see anyone with me.
No, but the vision was really close in from like your point of view.
So no one was in there with me until I had turned and saw that Grunec had.
Correct. When you turned, you saw everyone else there in the room.
Like everyone?
Well, the rest of your group, the other three of you. You saw, not Galgrim. You saw Glizzik, Zakara, and Kruga.
Okay, well it's not on there, so I figured it was just kind of a solo thing.
Nope.
So we were still alive at that point.
Didn't see you there, Bruner.
Wow.
That's
Back and forth.
I got my multiverses.
That's
mixed up
old.
there. That's why he doesn't want to go back.
Another horny dwarf exiled from his own lands.
It's actually Bruner's son.
My first thought is to see if perhaps there's some clue as to what the word of the day may have been. That would likely be in the master's quarters. Other than screaming random words that come to my mind in Matt's ear.
You can try that.
What happens if you guess wrong?
You won't know till you guess wrong.
I mean, there wasn't anything specifically stated to happen if you got it wrong, unlike the last one.
Any guesses?
Of any random word in a language? Not really, not particularly. The old tried and true password probably isn't the password.
But since the masters have to speak the whatever, just can you literally just say whatever the words are out loud from reading them or not?
I mean, it says only the masters may enter, speak the proper word, and enter.
Can you say the proper word? I mean, in whatever language this is, can you verbalize it?
I could verbalize it. Yeah, read it. I mean, I could read it back out in Matt's ear.
I take a few steps back from Raz before he reads that, says it out loud.
Don't say it too fast.
Ghostbusters.
What are you
Keep it
saying?
real.
I'll just read the small runes out in Matt's ear.
All right. Go ahead and read them.
Only the masters may enter, speak the proper word, and enter.
As Raz speaks the word, the
He did that
masters.
thing.
Let me read this. Raz mutters some strange words, and the door unseals and opens. Pretty much the door kind of, you hear and the door just like turns, so it just like disappears.
Did it happen on a specific like syllable of the?
When you
or
said
word?
the masters. So you're not sure if it's the masters, just the word
So
master.
The password is literally the name. The
Possibly.
title. That seems like some very overconfident password setters.
Revealing a much larger chamber than you thought possible. You thought it'd be a small room, storage room. This thing's like hundreds of feet large. Rows upon rows of wooden shelving holding unknown alchemical components fill the immediate space. Unfortunately, many of them are collapsed, and whatever they once held is scattered and lost. To the side is a desk with several open scrolls on it. Sitting on one of the scrolls, acting as a paperweight, is a slightly glowing bottle of green liquid. As all of your eyes light up with greed, those who are up there, a strange voice calls up from behind you. Not so fast, traitor! And as you all turn around, you see a party of humans at the chamber entrance, obviously mercenaries led by a heavily armored dwarf, holding a human woman bent over, a blade at her throat.
Well,
I believe it's time that we finish this, says the dwarf as he slices open the woman's throat and casts her to the floor.
where the fuck did they come from? Were they
You
invisible?
cut out.
In this, I cut out. Where did I cut out at?
Just like the last.
I believe it's time we finish this, says the dwarf as he slices open the woman's throat. He casts her aside to the floor. Initiative.
Wait, where were they?
You don't.
In
They
the
just
room we
appeared.
entered.
Oh, so they were invisible.
I don't know.
Already in the room.
I didn't even hear them walking.
Nope.
The pearl doesn't tell you that it just hijacks your timeline and slams you to another one, Mandala effect style.
Roll those initiative, folks.
Fucking
I'm using
bullshit.
percept.
That's not the right tab. Let's not do the skill.
So far, we're doing great.
Can I use craft?
No.
Aw.
Oh, my fantasy grounds just started lagging.
All right. Wow, Zakar, that's pretty low initiative.
I know.
And Kruger got a 19. All right, let me put you guys on the map.
It's almost like Raz was expecting this to happen.
Almost.
This is Raz's fault. He didn't tell us that they just appeared.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I turned around and they were there. You know what I know at this point. Well, you know about this specific thing, I should say. It'd be hard to get Kruger to know what I know. He doesn't pay attention.
What?
Powdered copper. Why would you ever want to powder that shit?
So you can fry it up.
Because their grandma used to.
All right, let me put people on the map.
I see them.
I see no mep.
You see no Beth?
So is she dead, or is she dying, Rebecca?
Yes.
I mean, her throat was slit. You don't tend to die immediately, but it's not exactly a long, a good time.
Well, I'm just wondering if you're yelling out, Cassandra, as she's slowly.
And standing there for exactly 30 seconds before doing anything? I don't know. Maybe I have to take the first 5 rounds of combat to just sit there in shock.
Human body doesn't have that much blood still coming out of her. Look.
Turns out they recruited all the goblins, and they're just around with ketchup bottles, just squirting them.
Yeah,
all over.
yeah. Like a just like stomach bladder type thing, the fake blood. Just go. Guy pulls up with a wagon. What's all this fake blood here supposed to be delivered to? Sign here.
Does Rebecca's initiative go to before Grunec's?
I haven't fixed that yet.
Yeah, you spelled Grunec Amberjack wrong. I typed it in the chat for you.
And what do you mean? His name is Amberjack.
Gurglech Amble Snack. It's right there. Horrible Larry batteries.
All right.
Bah.
Oh,
You guys
look,
should
I
be
don't
all
even
on the
have to
map.
move.
It's like walking into the bar, start some shit right next to the doorman.
Yep. All right, let me check my notes here.
Oh, my sketch was slightly off. I thought it was like a more rectangular chamber.
Yeah, I started out that way, but I wanted a little more room towards the door.
Let me check my notes.
Actually, he'd be there. All right, so we will start the fight off with Raz.
Bah. That's right. I did get a good initiative. Didn't
You did good. You rolled a 19.
middle of checking one of these items I just picked up and haven't been able to use yet because people were getting eaten by a dragon or something.
Although, actually, Grunec has more actions yet.
Boo. How dare you keep him at 3 actions? Clearly he gloated. That's worth 2 actions.
Monologuing is a free action? Is that what you're telling me? I'll be rife to use that every fight.
He grabs his axe in his hand, and actually he has to draw the axe.
He was holding
That's
a
why
knife.
He drops the dagger, pulls his giant great axe off his back, and charges forward, yelling for Raz. Now Raz can go.
Thankfully, he's a dwarf and can only move 5 feet per action. So we're
Basically,
just kite him, Raz, kite him.
he is
Right.
wearing full plate mail, has his giant two-handed sword. I mean,
Is
axe.
it like heavy armor give a speed penalty even if you're strong enough to wear it?
It does.
That's nasty. For like somebody who's on a slow race.
Boots of speed, just keep running around the pits with him.
All right. First action, draw a cheetah's elixir. Drink that shit. Second action.
All right.
Third action, click the boots of speed. That's about all I got because I don't got a familiar now.
You don't have a cheetah's elixir, sir.
Yes, I do.
You used it.
Raz and Kruger. When would I have used it today? It only lasts a minute.
I have it as 0.
Yeah, I've used 0 out of 2.
No, I have your Raz times 0. When would you have used it?
I mean, I would know we used some like a few days ago.
Oh, maybe that's I never probably used it yesterday and I just didn't update my chart. Okay,
Because I know that was for today's.
correct.
stuff.
Because today's was the same as yesterday, so
Yeah, I still got it.
okay.
Updated it.
Pull. Spend an action to pull it out. Spend an action to chug it.
Drink it, and
You got-
an action to click my boots of speed.
Alrighty, go ahead and
One
give
action
yourself those effects.
I will do so. You can continue because it'll take me a second to find everything. Is there? It's probably on actions tab. Never mind. I'll find it.
Yes.
Oh, there it goes.
So you are speed plus 5. You're doing your item.
Yeah, I got it. Elixirs worth 10. And then the boots just give you the quickened action that you have to use to stride, climb, or swim. But you don't
Yep.
get the action on the same turn in Quickened, unlike in D&D.
Correct. Go ahead and give yourself Quicken because it only lasts so long.
Yeah, I gotta scroll down for it. Boots of Speed, there it is. That's why I said you can go ahead and continue. I'll just be buffing myself in the meantime.
I'm in no rush. Kruger ran off again, so. All right. Mercenary 10.
Okay, so the boots 5-foot item bonus and the Cheetah's Elixir is a status bonus. So my speed
So they
should
stack.
now be 35.
Should be 40.
That's right, because it does.
Your base is 25.
Yeah, because the boots aren't on base. That's right. So I should be 40.
Yep.
Speedy gnome.
All right. Dwarf mercenary turns to see his Kruger there. He already has his axe in his hand, and he will attack. And misses. And misses. And misses. Well, that sucks. One, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that dwarf charges up. Actually, it says dwarves, but really they are humans. But
Three strides. Just to make it there, it's 3 strides, I'm guessing.
yep. Where'd my guy go? He ran up there,
left.
not. Yeah, he went up there.
Yeah, he was in front of me, then he moved over by Raz for some.
Yeah. He moves up there. That's his go. Glizzik, you're up.
Okay, so those two ran in front. Okay. Well, hell.
Wait,
All right. These two guys have elected the way of death. So let's show them the mistake that they've made. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Goblin Song, and then I'm gonna cast Fear on both of those dudes. The two that are in front of Zakara and myself.
Yep.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is Goblin Song, which is a 1-action thing. Abilities, just to sing annoying songs, distracting people within 30 feet. And it is, I make a performance check against their will DC. Now, the new thing that we had is called Loud, which means everybody within 60 feet can hear it.
Great,
So it's everybody.
turned it up to 11 then.
Yep. Louder is better. So I do Goblin Song for everybody within 60 feet. So I'm going to do.
I think that's everybody in the room who's not in the hall. Yeah. Maybe not that I do on the left. I forgot about Dwarf Warrior 1.
4 if I have master proficiency for Goblin Song, which I can do up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll grab the 4 closest then. Okay, so the one that's north of Kruger, Flu Black, Amberjack, and the 2 in front of us. I'm doing a performance check versus their will DCs. And if it works, hopefully they're going to -1 to their will saves and percent.
right.
$34
That's against their will.
against their will. Will DC. So I guess that's will save plus 10.
Yep.
Alright. Unless it's a critical success, it like a regular success for me will be 1 round that this, and nothing for failure. If it's critical failure, they're immune to it for now.
I have to AFK sec.
All right. The 2 dwarf mercenaries.
Yep.
So 15 and 12, you got a critical success on.
Cool. All right. So they're -1 status penalty to perception roll checks for a minute.
Go ahead and target them only and nail them. You're targeting them all right at the moment. Get rid of the guy in front of Zakara and then Grunec. There you go.
Yeah, just a crit. Okay. Cool.
You got that. And then
Yep.
the other 2, that was just a normal success for them.
I cleared targets, and I'm going to target those 2.
Yep.
Looks good to me. Okay, so that's 1 act. Clear target. And then I'm going to hit fear on 14 and 15 because Amberjack is 5 feet away.
Does fear work? You can't. Okay, no, never mind. You got the right ones. I thought you were hitting the guy at the back. I go, that's too far, but no, you're good. Go ahead and fear him.
So this is their DC against my check, which is 20.
One's a crit failure, other one's a failure.
And this is the 3rd level of fear, so it goes up to 5 turns. Failure is frightened. Crit fail is frightened 3 and fleeing for 1 round.
Back.
So pick mercenary 15.
Cleared. And 15.
He crit failed. Then target the other one. He just failed.
You fail. Good day.
Mark off your spell, and you are good.
That should be the list. Minus that 1 sheet as elixir that I used on myself. I marked that off.
I had to put the frightened 3 on the first guy. I only did the running away thing for. Okay, so the guy who's straight south of me, Bio, when I did my fear, it worked really well. He's frightened 3 and he has to use all his actions to flee for 1 round. The guy in front of Zakara is just frightened 2.
All right, that guy runs all the way up to the end.
Wait, did he come from the?
From the hallway, yes.
I want to punch him.
Want to use your reaction?
Clothesline.
Action. Who's 10 and 12? Oh, 12 still to go in this other warrior. And never mind, I'll hold off.
Okay. Runs up, steps over top Rebecca, targets Kruga. Oh, I hit Kruger. Time to kill him.
Axe.
18 points of so 16. I cannot add 16 points of damage with his axe.
Jeez.
And his
Okay.
second attack misses. All right, mercenary 12.
Oh, when he hits me, I'm going to tell him to kneel. And it's persistent if he doesn't.
He's not gonna.
Okay. Continue. I'll get my shit squared away.
Yep. Just want to make. I was just reading this guy, make sure he wasn't the feared one, but he's not. He attacks Kruger as well. Impressive. These guys are gonna have some trouble hitting Kruger. All right, Kruger, you're up.
Okay. So I'm not sure I got the synopsis. The warriors are probably better geared than the mercenaries, generally speaking.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to dig into one of my pouches and pull out the Drakeheart elixir
That's
that
one action.
he gave me, and then I'm going to drink it for my second. Make sure I
Okay.
target myself. Smack myself with that shit. Untarget myself. And then I'm going to flurry of blows the guy above me.
The mercenary, right?
Yes, 12. I have him
Okay.
targeted.
He is under a little bit of a fear. Or goblin song, not fear.
Yeah.
Nope, not that one. This one. Here we go. God damn. I'll take it, I guess.
His AC is between 20 and 22.
They are wearing heavy
Maximum.
armor. All right, nice. Whoa, that's
His is now
bullshit.
dented.
No kidding.
It's
You
got
kind of step
face
back, you
on.
drink your potion, and give him the old 1-2 in the chest, and he kind of staggers a little bit, spits out a little bit of blood, but he's not down.
Raz, I think
That's
they
your
have a
go.
bell in the southern part of the room. It's a
Zakara.
ding dong.
Ding.
I ain't heard no bell.
This is a hardly appropriate time for dinner.
Alright. Zakara is going to
Surrender.
smirk and activate her cloak.
I don't like you.
Mm.
I'm gonna take that away. Where's
Zakara's
my
smirking at the god.
where's my Morden Cadence disjunction?
No.
All right, activate your cloak. Are you pulling the hood up or activating it?
Activating the invisibility.
Okay, that's 2 actions, I believe, right?
Yes. The
Okay. Go ahead and give yourself invisibility. No, I blame you, Glizzik. You let her have it. That one might be a self. Some of those items I've been being smart at doing so their effects only target self. But
okay. Yes, it is. So I guess I didn't have to target myself.
nope. And then you have 1 action left.
Alright, I will target the mercenary, who looks very scared.
Okay, the scared mercenary, number 15.
Who is
Yes.
flat-footed to the Zakara.
Yep, he is flat-footed, so add +2 to you. I gave yourself a +2 modifier. As Zakara fades from sight right next to you guys as she runs away.
I will do a magic trick and make a hole open in this dwarf. Blood come out.
All right, definitely stab him. 23 total damage, not bad. And that's your go for the turn.
I rolled so low.
On one of the dice. I mean, not everyone can roll a pair of sixes like Kruga. All right, Rebecca. Raz, roll me a d20.
DC 11.
Hero point.
Nope.
Hero point.
Can't hero point.
Hopefully
those
she's
two.
got a constitution. of
You
20.
no, you cannot hero point.
That pool of blood under her is getting pretty big there, Rat. That may not be catching.
Tends to happen when you lose a lot of your blood.
All right.
That's the problem. Is we have to put the blood back in. Is the hard.
Put it back in me.
All righty.
All right, that's all 3 movements.
All right, he runs up there with 2 actions.
Tries to get closer to Blizzard, but he just
Oh,
can't.
no,
for some-
I feel like he may need to make a fucking like acrobatics check to hop over that hole there.
You would be
Grab it.
incorrect. He'll swing Reaper's Toll at.
That's gonna be an empathetic plea.
Go ahead.
Believe that is just straight up diplomacy.
And you have a +1 on that if it's not already on in there.
Probably not gonna make that. I'll spend a hero point. Sure, I got him.
Yeah, we won't need those to not die. Yep. And that's against his will.
Yes, I believe it's will save.
Which should be Goblin Song -1 already effective.
Let's see. Yes, will DC.
That is a success.
Not a critical success.
No.
Okay. Then he takes a -2 circumstance penalty to the damage on the triggering strike and all
On the
of strikes-
damage. Okay.
and all of the strikes against me until the beginning of his next turn.
Oh, he only gets
penalty-
1. So
Hang on. The penalty increases. I am currently. Oh, nope. Still just -2.
So close to it.
Oof.
he slams Reaper's Toll into Raz for a critical.
Nasty damage.
God damn.
And I'll give you 2 hit points back.
I feel like you just got chained.
He just goes back, swings his axe, swings right through. You see like this giant grievous wound on Raz like open up, and bits of it around the wound are like frostbitten, are like frozen. And that's his 3 actions for the round. Raz, my friend, you're up.
Oof. All right.
You have an extra movement this round.
I do. First things first. I think I need to. Actually, was it? Oh God, I gotta read the fucking thing again. I gotta remember if it also counts a step. Am I let it?
Yes, it does. Step, stride, or
No, it's stride, climb, or swim. So I have to use a regular action to step.
ah,
Which I'm gonna have to do because I know Brunec's Grunec here is basically just one big brute, but he knows how to.
he's a
swing.
fighter. Yep. You mean an
So-
axe?
An axe. Yep. That's kind of real from the hit. You were always good at hitting things. Not the only thing. Take a step back,
Okay, it's 1.
and I'll use the quicken action to start making some distance.
As you run away, he goes, "You can run, but I'll kill you today."
Let's see. I'll
I
start
say you
stepping,
cannot run
5.
into the room.
Yeah, because there's shit in the way. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Jesus, you're a quick little gnome.
Yeah, you may be wasting action to step, though.
That's fine by me. That's 2 actions.
So I still have 2 actions because that was the quicken one.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can't remember if I did a diagonal or. Oh, no, I did a second diagonal, so this should be 5. 25. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna move back a step because I think I want to change something here. What's that? Where was I? 5, 10, 15, 25. No. Yes. Okay, so 40 got me there. I'm checking something real quick. I need to see if it does 2 or if it's just 1 and So I got 2 actions left from here. I'm trying to do Doctor's Visitation. But I think it was 1 stride and then a heal at the end of it for 2 actions.
No.
Visitation.
I
Or
think
is
it's
it
only
not
1
then?
action. I think it's a stride and a
Well,
heal
that's what
for
I
1
mean,
action.
That's what I mean. It's stride and a heal as 1 action.
Yes, yes.
There it is. Stride, then use one of the following actions. Okay.
You can spend a second action to instead stride and then do administer first aid or treat a condition.
Right. So I got to stride 1 more time and then use my last action. I can make it to her. So 5, 10, whoops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then I can use the last action to do a stride, where I'm going to come the long way around here to get, and stop there. And I'm going to do Doctor's Visitation.
You know, play doctor
Battle medicine?
with Rebecca.
Absolutely.
Won't be the first time.
And as far as I can help it, definitely won't be the last.
You're flanking her with Kruger.
With Kruger.
Really get in there. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do a quick battle medicine. I'm going to do it at expert so I can just assurance it. Just
Okay.
Get, on her, get her conscious. Battle medicine. Expert. Nope, not treat wounds. Battle medicine expert.
So it's doubled her health.
Good thing she has no HP.
She only has 10, but you healed 17. She's actually buffed now.
All right, coming in around there, just kind of while that freaking dwarf there's probably distracted by big, shiny, sweaty orc. Just
Yep.
kinda zip around here, just take out a little bit here, a little smell and salt, some coagulants. Get her conscious. Back up and stay safe. We'll deal with him.
All right, that's your turn.
Yep, that's all I got. I got no snack.
Mercenary 10. He's trying to kill an orc.
Orc.
Come on, high numbers. High numbers. That's not high. There we go. Look at that critical hit.
Look at that regular hit.
Why do you think it's regular?
Because that doesn't hit my AC otherwise.
It says it's a miss that turned into a hit. Just moves a step up or down, right?
Oh, that must be something that they've added because it didn't do that before. Did it?
I mean, we haven't really run into it.
Yeah. Why'd I roll again, damn it? And never mind, I'm just
I
doing
don't know.
damage.
I don't know, but it should have autoed the damage.
No. Take 7 points of slashing damage, Kruger.
I'm going to look at him and say, kneel.
No.
Okay.
And
I mean,
his
that's,
third
that's on
swing.
you at this point.
It's your choice to make. I'm just saying, can avoid most people
Yeah.
want to avoid migraines in their life.
Does
Yeah,
he
but
say
they
it
don't
in
know
Orcish
that.
So the dwarf doesn't understand what the word he's even saying. Pains
All
even
right. Mercenary 15.
Wait.
What?
End of his turn. If he didn't kneel, he takes damage, right?
Yeah,
Does he?
you ended it to, like, I wasn't able to apply it before.
All right, is it on him?
It is, yeah.
With Sakara being invisible, Glizzik is looking pretty lonely up there with that crowd.
All right, you did 9
I'm
points of
so
damage to him.
Just a little rumble.
Oh, only one less than he did to me. I think that's
Yep.
okay.
All right, Dwarf Mercenary 15. He's the one that's running, correct?
Yes.
Correct. I believe because he's fleeing for 1 round, he has to use all his actions to strike.
He has to run from you, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Right to Kruger.
First time we've ever run into it.
Right back into the runes in the main chamber. Well, I mean,
He's
Okay.
gonna go down the hallway, I would think. And out. But then next turn he can come back. He'll just be at frightened 2 when he does. Yeah, target is frightened 3 and fleeing for 1 round.
Now he'll run into the corner. He ain't running past someone else that'll just club him. So he ran around
but
Raz
doesn't
and
that
ran
I
to the
have an
corner.
AOO.
They're all fighters. They're all fighters. They think everyone has AOOs. They're 5th edition people, okay? Dwarf Warrior 14.
oh, that's why they're swinging 3 times on Kruger.
He wants to kill a cat, but there's no cat. So he'll kill a goblin.
I mean,
frightened too.
Zargid, I will say that it says that you are trying to escape the source of the fleeing condition, and by running
does
into
it?
the corner of the room, that you are not, like, you can't escape anymore if there's an open door.
I mean, he could.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't think
believe
he
that
can
he
flee
thinks,
through.
I'd believe it if he thought Kruger was very well distracted at the moment.
It wouldn't matter. Kruger doesn't have his reaction in anyways.
Yeah.
He's trying to get further.
So 30 will hit Glizzik.
It almost was a 6, and it flipped at the last second. Would have been a 22 in a minute.
Take 12. That's like half your hit points in the first hit.
What's the minimum damage? Again. Like Anduin, my damage was light.
Nope, he misses.
I'm invincible, I tell you.
Glizzik, you're up.
That's right. Okay, I can no longer see Zakara, so I don't know where she is. Wall of Flesh is probably not the best bet right now, because I might cast it on top of her. But she is pretty good at avoiding my AoE, so I could just try and AoE this whole group. That would work.
Just get closer to us and then wall of flesh them into that side of the room.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. All right, moving down. You take the AOO if you have.
Yep. Hold still.
I don't want to hold still. I want to dodge. That's 2 space.
Woo!
Or not.
Fumble.
Go ahead. He swings and misses.
All right, so that's 10. 25. Okay. So these pits that are down, if I wall like it's going to be 3 feet across. Okay. So it's going to go through this. Yeah, I'm pointing with my cursor. You can't see the bar. Basically, one set of squares above me.
Draw a line.
I don't know how to draw. I will try. 20 feet tall, 30
Go up
feet
to
long,
drawing
3
mode.
3 feet thick. Where is drawing mode?
I'm assuming you mean right there.
Yeah.
Well, I want to just cover it from the right pit to the left pit, so they have to go around.
Remove your pit.
So, like,
But it's
right
only
there.
30 feet long, unfortunately.
No, that's 40
20
foot.
feet. Yeah. So six squares, essentially. The 2 that are in the middle, and then 2 more on either side. Yeah. Yeah. And then bracket. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. And we're
I'm
going with.
helpful.
I appreciate you drawing the chalk. The chalk saved.
Thanks,
So
you're with us in spirit.
You amazing ogre, you artistic sadist. All right, I'm just gonna read the description because it's the first time I'm casting it. It's an amazing spell. You craft a 20-foot tall wall of living flesh in a straight line up to 30 feet long. The wall is 3 feet thick, and each 5-foot long section has AC 10 and 75 hit points. See, the wall's got more than me. If you wish, the wall can be a smaller length or height. Nope, we're good. Judging by the ceiling, it'll fit. You must create the wall in unbroken space so its edges don't pass through any creatures or objects, or the spell is lost. The wall can't be repaired, but it can be healed by positive energy because it's flesh and healing spells and abilities. You can battle medicine the wall.
Yes.
I'm gonna go for mouths. Okay, because I
Okay.
have options with the walls. The wall has countless toothy mouths along its surface. The mouths strike any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the wall. Using
Any
your spell attack
creature.
roll. Within 5 feet of the wall, using your spell attack roll for these strikes and dealing piercing damage equal to 1d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So 1d6 plus 4. The mouths are capable of consuming potions. Since the wall is alive, it can recover hit points from a potion of healing, but doesn't benefit from any other effect would give it the ability to move. Otherwise, the GM determines which potions can affect the wall. So it'll do 1d6
Just chuck
plus 4.
chuck one into its maw and then keep going.
Yeah.
Gross. Thanks. I hate this spell.
So it's just a big blob of flesh blocking the way up north.
The other one he wanted would like make everyone in the party roll saves every time he used it.
So, Zargan, I'm trying to cast it basically so it doesn't hit me, obviously, but the whole
Well,
thing's covered in
you
mud.
have to. Well,
Because my movement is
Yeah.
25, that's as far south as I can go. But it's only 3 feet wide, so it would have to be like within the space above me, like
can
that.
you
But
see the
tec-
line?
tec- yeah, but technically, I'm still essentially 2 feet, 3 feet. however you wanna
Correct.
say
You
it,
are not
from
within
it.
an area effect. Yes. So this wall appears, a couple feet thick, mouths all over it, and that is your go, Glizzic.
You heard about
Here's
our
the
Lord
dumb
and
thing.
Savior, the Reaper's dental plan?
I clicked on it and it goes away because I cast the spell, as did all the buttons for me to use to attack with the spell. Finally,
All
back
right,
to
hold
preparation.
on. Yeah, just give it back if you can. If you're not able to, I can give it back to you.
Um,
You good?
I think so.
Okay. Dwarf
Okay,
Mercenary
and
3.
I just had to make like I was memorizing 2 of them.
This guy runs around the wall and ends next to Glizzic.
Hey, you can't run around it. You got to go through the wall.
All right, Dwarf Warrior 1 will attack Kruger. What? Ah, so you drink that damn
That's
Drake
Drake
heart.
heart, baby.
Yes!
Fuck.
Take 30. You dead yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think that would hit. All right.
Girl, you got to pick them up and come feed them to my wall.
Ha!
Into the
He
wall.
got rid of the persistent, but damn, he took 15.
We have a nice new interrogation technique. I have.
I grapple him. I'm 10 feet away. He is not.
All right, this guy will also. You know what? This guy's moving here. With you haven't done any reactions, so he'll just step, or he'll do a step. So now you're flanked. Still misses. Probably still won't hit. Nope. All right. Kruger, you're up.
Okay. I am going to Are these guys using like big fat like weapons or using
Ba-
any like
they have
finesse
battle
shit?
axes.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to grapple the mercenary that just stepped to my right.
Okay.
Mm, I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
Sing.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna see what that does.
That grabs him.
Nice. Flat-footed doesn't do anything against fort, so I'm actually gonna do whirlwind throw, and I'm gonna try and pitch him into the alchemy pit to my northwest.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. You've got to be shitting me.
5.
Nope, still works. I'm gonna throw him the full 30 feet.
Yep.
Could have been worse. Could have been thrown into the wall of flesh.
At least
He
I
can't
know
reach him.
that 24 works. Okay, and so he'll take 4 bludgeoning damage from the grab, and then take 3d6 plus 4 bludgeoning from the throw. And
1d6 from the fall.
oh yeah, 1d6 from fall.
Just
I
roll
thought-
d6.
I thought it was just half the distance you fell after 10 feet.
He only falls 10 feet.
So it should be 5, right? I don't even.
No, I think it's
Those
just
dice
d6 for the first 10.
I don't think dice were involved. That's why it was so dangerous in Pathfinder.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, when you fall more than 5 feet, you take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell when you land. For example, 1,500 feet would inflict 750 damage.
It's very specific.
Right? Distance that they picked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he takes 5. That is 12.
Well, it's like no lucking out at terminal velocity like you can in, or well, their version of terminal velocity. With like the 20d6. It's just like, if you
And he's
fall, better have
prone.
an answer.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he takes fall damage, he's prone.
Yep. All right. That's 1 to grab, 1 to throw. Correct. Leaves you with 1.
I'm going to use my last action to flurry of blows the mercenary to my west. Starting with the second multi-attack penalty, because grabbing is considered an attack, but the throw is not.
Yep.
Aw.
All right. So you punch him once, and you're done.
Yep.
Zakara, you finish up round 2. Who you killing?
So, does Grunec just have a bunch of armor on, or does he have any, I don't know, pouches or other things, potions?
Yes. He has pouches and stuff. I mean, this looks like he's dressed like an adventurer, his backpack and so forth. And a big ass axe.
Okay.
Backs.
I've never tried this before, but I'm going to try it. I am going to try to mug him.
Stop resisting.
What the hell's that?
You make a quick attack and rob your foe in the process. Make a melee strike against an adjacent foe. If you hit and deal sneak attack damage, you can also attempt to steal from the target even if the target is in combat.
Okay.
Steal his armor.
Can't
Some
steal his armor.
Skyrim shit.
It's 2 actions. You just make a strike and a chance to steal.
Yep.
So it is 2 actions?
Mug is 2 actions.
Okay.
I love that you just pants the dwarf.
I steal his belt.
Go ahead and hit him first.
Alright, and I add a +2 for flat-footed.
Yes.
Here, Raz, I got you a new belt snake.
Oh, I saw the 20
Oh,
floating.
no.
Still hit.
But it would have been cool if she crit the mug.
Oh, it would have been a nice mug with a crit. So do you all do your damage, do your sneak attack? She stab him in the eye, goes, "Ah! I'll get you next, you damn cat! After I kill the gnome. The traitorous gnome."
Zakara just chuckles under her breath.
Alright, make your pickpocket.
Woo!
Alright. What's that roll against? This his perception, isn't it? See if he notices.
I think it's perception DC.
Yeah, there's not contested stuff in this normally.
No, right, that's what I mean.
So, yeah, just 10 plus his perception bonus.
I mean, it's pretty much just a thievery check to steal stuff.
Let's see, to steal, yeah, it's against their perception DC.
You roll a 37. That is a success. So, what does she steal? Roll me a d4. What was that?
Just refilling my drink.
Oh, okay. You swipe a dagger from him.
You did it.
Could I tell if it was a nice one?
Oh, it's a clan
Ooh.
dagger. Stab him with it. Stab him with the clan
That
dagger.
is so. Your own
And
clan
you have
dagger.
one
So many-
action left.
Okay, my action is going to be to sneak. And I have swift sneak, so I can go at full
Yep.
speed.
Go ahead and move. Roll your stealth.
5.
Roll your stealth first. Because if he hears you, he's on a swing.
Did you just steal his
Can he?
plant dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's yelling, "You returned that back!" And it just
No,
materializes in his
he
chest.
hasn't. He hasn't noticed it yet.
She's like, "There you go."
I call shenanigans if the car gets caught, but I can't somehow hear an entire full plate regiment of dwarves just rolling up in here.
You cannot.
There's dwarves.
Are you good with the 26?
For
Good to hear
attack
that.
of opportunity, don't they have to see me?
Move action. Remember, he knows you're there. He just doesn't know
That's
exactly
true.
where. Because you've been attacking. You stabbed him, I believe.
I believe.
I will use a hero point.
Okay.
Double the roll.
Alright, as you walk around him, he does not swing at you, but you notice on his axe, the one side of the axe, you swore it was a skull when you first ran up there, but now you see a likeness of your face on his axe blade. Go ahead and move. You've moved 5 feet so far. That's 15.
10, 15,
Oh, no, 5. Yeah, 15.
20, 25, 30.
That's it?
That's it. I only have 30. I haven't drank my
Oh.
elixir yet.
Gotcha.
Or mutagen.
Yep. Alright, that's the end of round 2. Rebecca is not dead, nor dying. She's just gonna lay there, I think. Well, no.
I can finally target her.
She was prone and everything.
She's still prone. She's crawling. Then she stands up for her second action.
And then chest burster.
Runs over here. Because she has no gear on her, no weapons, no nothing. She's nothing but a liability.
Scar, give her the clan dagger.
Yeah, I have no idea where Grunec is either. He's on the other side of a wall that's like 4 times my height.
You went that way, that way.
Way more than 4. It's 20 feet high.
That's pretty tall.
Feel free to climb up.
He runs around the corner here. And that's his turn.
Is he having to like huff, like full on sprint?
I mean, he used 3. I mean, technically he's running, but he's not like huffing. He's pretty fit. Raz, you're up.
All right. He seemed like freaking hell bent on coming over to me. Like,
He did. Then he saw Rebecca's up.
of course he did.
Well, he knows what she means to you.
All right.
What are you doing, Quickie McQuickerton?
Quickie McQuickerton. We are going to first action, by the way, because it looks like Kruger's getting a little beat up over here. Yeah, he's fine. All right, we're gonna take our first action to look at Grunec, and I'm gonna use Bon Mo on him. I have to say, the years haven't been kind to you. You look bad, Grunec.
You're so mean. He starts crying.
I mean, that's the goal. Bon Mo, I believe, is against his
Self-esteem DC.
self-esteem DC. It's going to be against his will DC, but it is a diplomacy check, which is my weakest of my social skills. But
25.
24 probably won't do it.
I don't know. Are you spending the hero point or are you keeping it?
No, I'm keeping the hero point.
24 fails.
All right. Then we'll go in for second action. We're going to try a frighten on him.
On his retort, he goes, not as bad as you're going to look when Reaper's Toll finds your neck.
A lot of Reaper talk these days.
That's his Axe's name.
Yeah, I think we've got a scarier Reaper on our side. All right, we're going to try a good old-fashioned intimidation. Probably not doing too hot there.
God damn.
You keeping that 5?
Yeah, I'm keeping the hero.
Yeah, that's a
Need you to
fail.
Figure it out.
Yep. Oh no, I need to mark him as. I'll do it after my turn.
One
all right,
action
so
left.
that's 2 actions. I'm going to use my quicken action to skedaddle on this way. I'm going to go 5.
Hold still.
Little Mook over there going to take a swing.
Yep.
If I don't hold still, Zargan can't target me.
Serpentine.
Jesus.
Dive into the empty pit.
I have not hit one of these reactions yet. Go ahead and
So that
continue
was,
moving. That was 5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. We're going to come over here.
God damn it, quit running away. I'm slower than you. Stop it.
I know where my strengths lay, and they're not in a fist fight with a fighter. There's some other problems that we need to address, but, I mean, certain bridges have to be crossed when they get there. There's a whole... I can't go... What do you want me to do? Go up there and shove them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right, one action left.
one action left. I'm going to draw.
Get your chalk out.
Yep, we're just gonna draw all over the floor. I'm gonna draw a mist form.
Okay.
That's it. I missed the snake.
Mercenary 10 will attack Kruga, who is no longer flanked. Nice. Wow. Nope, he still has that. Okay, Mercenary 15. That's the one that ran. He's no longer feared.
Oh, he's no longer fleeing.
He loses one frightened around till he gets down to one, right?
Well, yeah.
Unless he's within 15 feet of me.
We'll teach him to fear the Reaper.
He looks like he's running by me, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna use my reaction to punch him.
Go ahead. You have to do a crit to stop him, right?
But maybe that will give him pause in its own way.
He says pause? Like,
Just donkey punch him as he runs by.
He spends all 3 of his actions and runs up underside of Glizik.
Hey there, how you doing, buddy? How are you still afraid?
Warrior 15 or 14. Where the hell's he at? Oh, that's this guy.
The top one, yeah.
Climb that wall.
Everyone's going to the left, so he'll go left.
His left or their left?
Around the world, around the world.
I'm not sure what that mouth wall does, but they don't want to go near it. It's magic of some sort.
Not blame them.
Could you imagine if I made my mouth wall of flesh do Goblin Song as a
Glizik,
harmony chorus?
you are up.
Yeah. I feel like I'm being targeted here from these guys.
Yeah, you're a wizard, Harry.
No, yeah. Well, I'm about to be an invisible wizard for that thing. So I'm going to use my first action to take out a potion of invisibility, and second to drink it, and then my third I'd like to run away. Can I go diagonal between these guys, like to the southern pits?
You mean southwest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I'm invisible, and then if they want to try and take AOs, they can't see me anymore.
They're still going to swing because they know roughly where you're at.
AC at 25.
Well, yeah, base. No, that they all miss.
Yeah.
They all miss because you're invisible.
So that was.
That's 20 to there.
Yeah, I'd have to go another diagonal, which would be the 10 cost, which I can't afford.
Or left or right.
Yeah, I'll go there for now, so nobody knows.
Make yourself invisible.
Work conditions.
You should have an item in your consumables to do that too.
Oh yeah. Sorry, scrolling through all of it.
Yep. Ah, Christ. He sees Rebecca. He sees Raz. He sees Kruga.
But you also never catch.
Runs down here. He'll take one swing at Kruger. Doesn't want to fight Kruger, but yes! Look at that, baby. 23 damage to Kruger. Aren't you dead yet?
Nope.
Alright, Dwarf Warrior 1.
I wouldn't hit him. You're just going to make him mad.
He'll also attack Kruger. Yep. Mercenary 12. Where the hell's 12?
He's in the
Oh, in the pit. He stands up. Five.
Not that rickety ladder can hold his fat ass.
Yep, that's his turn. Kruger, you're up.
Hmm. When you tumble through, it doesn't trigger AOs, does it? As long as you succeed? Or does it still? Because
Depends
it's
if
weird
you
because
leave
it
the
doesn't.
person's range.
Well, that's the
Could
thing.
you-
Like AOO is based off movement. Tumble through is a movement ability.
I think you can. I think it still triggers it.
Hmm.
It just gives you something to do to like break through a line, I guess.
Yep.
But
That gives you acrobats a thing to do instead of trying to shove someone out of your way.
But I mean, if he went 2 spaces west, only the guy to the east would get an AOO because the other ones are still touching him. Right?
No, it doesn't matter.
no,
He
it's not
moved.
how that works.
There's just any movement.
Yeah, it's any movement.
Yep. Some
like
AOs
this
are
one.
based on like pulling stuff out of backpacks and stuff too.
Yeah, manipulate actions.
Yep.
That's why I was checking the
Oh, wait,
traits
wait, wait.
of my stuff.
Let's see. So that'd be 5, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Oh, wait, no, that's, and then 5, 10, 20, 25, 30.
You running away.
Okay, I'm going to key rush.
Casting a spell, huh? I knew you were a shaman.
Alright, so I'm concealed. And with key rush, I get 2 movements, and they can either be both strides, both step, or one of each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step here.
Alright, hold on.
You can't AOO me, I stepped.
I'm still AOing you. Go.
Well, the dwarf mercenary 3 could AOO, and he could have that one.
No.
Because
Go ahead.
now I'm going to stride for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Like, almost fucking trip over.
Well, I mean, trip over Glizzic or remove him as a cone.
I think he just walks right on top of him. I'm short enough to get through his leg.
Goomba style.
Let's see.
You plow through Glizzic, knock him prone and into the pit for 5 damage, and that kills him. That knocks him unconscious and dying, and he's invisible. So by the time he gets invisible, he'll be dead.
New character. Ooh. Can I just ride him like Yoda?
Okay, so that's one action.
I'll take key rush only one.
Key rush is a single action, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attempt to grapple Grunec.
Make sure you spend that focus point.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to push those buttons. Okay. And then I am okay. Grapple. Where fucking skills? Here we go. Athletics.
Bring it, bitch.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
It's your last hero point.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah!
Ooh.
That is a crit.
Okay, so I have him.
Helicopter.
Whoa,
So-
oh.
Deal the 4 bludgeoning damage before I forget about that. And
As you're looking at him, Kruger, and you grab him and do some damage, you notice the faint picture of Zakara on his axe,
mhm,
side of his axe, changes to your face.
that's fine.
Man, this
Okay.
axe's loyalties just swap left and right.
Oh, here we go. Grapple. So
And that
he's
axe looks
grabbed,
familiar to you.
Flat-footed. And
Like an
restrained.
honorless.
I don't remember what restrained is, so I'm looking it up before I'm making my next decision. You're flat-footed and immobilized. You can't use any actions with attack or manipulate except to escape or force open. Okay. So that's one attack. And then if I wanted to,
You have one action left.
downside is I don't know what his fucking fort is.
Probably his best one. He's a fighter.
And he's
Hmm.
and he's almost lightly wounded.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want a dwarf toss. But he's also restrained, which is something you don't get on people that often. Actually, I know what, I'm gonna attempt to disarm him.
Yeah, okay. That's not as easy as it sounds.
I know
Rip
it
off
has
his
to
arm.
be a critical, but it's against
Yeah.
his reflex DC.
Kruger
So-
goes full Wookiee. Rip off his arm.
Just get a big old hold, a big old lock, and just grab his axe with your teeth and pull.
34 against his reflex.
That is a success.
Not a critical, no.
Nope.
That is a
Fine
critical
throw.
success.
Fuck.
Yes.
I know they're good at reflex too, but it kind of just
Reflex is his weakest.
Really.
Yeah.
Someone dumped his freaking dex.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, because he has heavy armor. All right, so you kind of get your arm under and you kind of pin him, and the other one you slam down on his wrist, and he drops your father's blade.
Yeah, so basically, like, I'm gonna run up and I'm assuming he's winding up to beat the shit out of Rebecca, right?
You're not sure.
Okay. Yeah, basically, like, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna kind of, like, swing my, like, arm underneath his armpit, and I'm gonna, like, grab him where I have him, like, by the back of his neck.
Yep.
So, like, I kind of already broke it, and then I use my other one to kind of chop underneath of his armpit and make him drop the axe. And I'm
He
just
drops
gonna
it.
look at Rebecca and say, "Get that," or I'll say, "Get my axe away from him."
Why you hit me with your axe?
Oh, that
All
feels
right.
good.
As a reaction to you doing that, he goes, "My axe," and he like goes like this, and the axe flies back to his hand.
Is that a manipulate action?
It's an interact action.
Which is manipulate.
Is it?
So he can't do that. So fuck you.
Oh, he can't.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
restrained right now because I crit my grab on him.
Okay, I thought he couldn't attack. He can't manipulate either.
Yeah,
He can still say it.
interact is considered manipulate.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can try. Kruger's just probably got.
Then he doesn't waste his. Then he doesn't waste his reaction. Then. And you are done, correct, Kruger?
That is all 3 of my actions.
Zakara, you are up. I might have to stop targeting Raz and put the orc down.
All right. I am going to sneak. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
For your first move, you're fine there. No one, there's really no one nearby you that could hear you. Or is there? If only Grunec was undead, or not undead, but a fiend. Because then your sword would do more. Or is it undead?
Let Rebecca go, you fiend.
All right, then I will. I will. Is his axe dropped in his space?
Yes.
Okay. I will sneak to there and pick up the axe.
Go ahead and roll your stealth. Just to see if he notices you moving there and or picking up the axe. Fucking critical on that grab.
I think he noticed you.
You go with a 20, you go with a 3?
You can't see he's wearing heavy armor.
Can't see he's wearing heavy armor. Nice one, Glizzy. That's perfect goblin logic.
He's got 2 little holes to look out of, that's all.
It's like,
Just
I'm not.
turn the helmet around.
Are you good with that 3?
I'm not.
Are you hero pointing or not? That's the question.
I mean, to be fair, he can't do much about it even if he knows you're there at the moment.
That's true. And my main thing is I was afraid of Rebecca picking it up and him going for her. So, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, you move up. You pick his axe up. He's like, "Don't you take my axe, you goddamn cat!" He's assuming it's you because whoever's taking it's invisible and he knows you're invisible.
There's 2 people invisible.
He doesn't know
He
about
doesn't
the
know
goblin
about
yet.
Glizzy.
Okay.
Plus, come on, because you think that goblin can lift a freaking barbell bar just by itself?
And so
let alone an
you
axe?
moved up, and then an action to grab the axe, correct? Because it is an action.
Moved. I had to move again.
Yep.
And then grab it. So 3
Alright.
actions.
What I would like you to do is make me a fortitude save now. You good with a 28?
No, but it's not a crit fail.
Okay. You pick the axe up. And as your turn expires, the axe turns invisible with you. Rebecca's up. She runs around the wall and up to here. Damn it. Grunec Amberback.
Artillery batteries.
Alright, he's gonna break out of your hold.
No. I refuse.
So he rolls against your athletics, correct?
Correct.
28.
Nope.
That doesn't beat your athletics plus 10?
Does not. It's
All
29.
right,
can try-
hold on.
You can try again, but it takes a map penalty each time you do.
I don't think it does the penalty for an escape.
Is considered an attack action.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
All right, give me a second here. I'm making sure because I have a bunch of notes for him for all his fucking feats and shit to make sure that he doesn't get bonuses on that, and
What's
he
suspicious
does
about
not.
Slit?
He will try again.
Wait, quick question. Is that his unarmed attack? Like, how is he doing it? Oh, it's
Athletics.
Never mind. Okay.
No, he can't make an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If you roll it again, we get a 13.
Nah, but with minus 10, I can't even make that roll. He'll look at Kruger. Fear me.
Did he ask you to beer him?
23 against your will.
No.
Damn it! He tried to demoralize you.
I figured.
Oh.
I'll just look back at him and say, why would I fear a neutered dwarf?
All
Raz,
these
you're
things
up.
for the Reaper. No man or god shall be feared.
All right. First things first. I'm gonna chug the misform. Holding on to just get that out of the way.
Yep.
Nope. Back up. Then there we go. All right, got that out of the way. I'm going to use Quick Alchemy to whip up a blind pepper bomb.
Okay.
And I'm gonna chuck it into the middle of those three, just to my kind of northwest there, because it's just pick a spot within 30 feet.
Okay, so it's not an attack. It's just an
It's
AOE.
not an attack. It's an AOE 50
Okay.
foot radius area that.
Yep, you
requires
can hit
movement
those three
quick.
for sure.
And it's
Mar-
using my class DC because I Quick Alchemied it, which
Yep.
I can't seem to find on the sheet, but I think it's either 29 or 30 at this point.
If you go to your actions,
Actions.
where all your alchemy shit is,
Mm-hmm.
hit the magnifying glass. It's right there. 27.
27. Which is better than its default, like 18.
Oh, yeah.
So since this is I'll go to prepared mode since this was Quick Alchemy. Blind pepper. It's alphabetical, right? Yes, there it is. So I got the 3 targeted. They're just straight reflex saves.
Okay.
So,
Just target them and hit. I think you have a thing for it, right? It should make them roll.
let's see. I got all the conditions I can put on them, but it doesn't look like there's an actual roll button.
All right.
Now. Sprays aerosolized pepper dust in a 15-foot radius. All creatures in the areas must succeed a DC 18, well, higher reflex save to avoid inhaling or getting it in their eyes.
Mercenary 12 made it.
I call shenanigans.
What a Chad.
He rolled a 17.
Mm.
So target
Chad
the other
was fun.
two and hit them with whatever the
Well,
bad stuff is.
One of them critically failed.
Yes. So do them one at a time. Do
I'll
15.
Dwarf 15 first.
He failed.
He just regular old fail. So he is
Yep.
blinded for 1 round and then dazzled the round after.
Okay, hit him with that.
Blind pepper.
Oh, he's the fear guy too. Damn it.
What? On a failed save, the creature is blinded for 1 round. Okay, there it is. Regular blind. Said crit blind on the other
Yep.
one.
Okay, remove him and go to Warrior 14. He crit failed.
All right. So on a critical failure, he is blinded for 1 round, sickened 1, and dazzled until it removes the sickened condition.
Yep.
So he's gonna be blinded for 1 round, same as the other one, and then
And then he was
for
sick
1.
for a while
Yeah.
until he spends an action to puke or something.
Yeah. So that was the crit. So we'll go blind pepper crit fail blinded, and then he is also sickened
yeah.
1 and then dazzled.
Yep. All right, remove that. And then 12 succeeded if there's anything for a success.
Nothing for a success.
Okay.
Probably not pleasant, but nothing bad happens.
So that's 1 action to make it, 1 action to throw it. You got 1 action left.
Well, I drank the mist form, so I have my quickened
You are
action.
done.
I got my quickened action.
Oh, do you? Yeah, well, yeah, you have a move.
40 will get me up there, around the wall there, because I saw Rebecca scramble up there.
She did.
All right. Let's go scramble up there, and
Mercenary 10.
I love how the combat tracker tells you the dwarf's weight. Heavy, heavy, heavy.
Nice. You would be flanked, but since Grunec cannot attack, you are not flanked.
14 must be puffy just because it says healthy.
You got a healthy weight about you, boy.
He stopped.
Okay, but I can.
All right. Isn't he done with that yet? No, he can't fucking roll above anything to save his life. All right.
Literally true in this case.
15. He is blinded. He's going to stand still this round and get rid of his blinding and his frightened. He knows kind of where he's at, but he knows better than to run around blind when he could fall and break his neck. So Warrior 14. He is also blinded and sickened. So he's going to spend an action and retch. I don't believe there's a rule, right? It just automatically gets rid of the sickened.
Yeah, it knocks sickened down a step.
Yep. So he kind of and yaks all over the floor.
Do you have to flat check for it? Or?
No, I think you just do it.
Nope, you just do it.
You have to spend an action.
Oh.
Yep, takes an action to do it, and he's still blind.
Wait. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against a DC of the effect that made you sickened.
Oh
shit.
On success,
damn it, Bio.
By 1 or by 2 on a crit success.
Because when I was doing Vomit Swarm or whatever on the vampires, they were sickened, and we looked it up a little bit. That's why I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an attempt.
So it's a DC 27.
DC 27.
That does not do it. He'll spend another action. Oh, come on.
That's good stuff, man.
At some point,
starts-
this guy's got to start throwing up blood.
He starts puking all over, but doesn't get rid of it.
One of these dwarves got hit a lot harder.
Glizzik, you're up. Yeah, that was him.
All right. I'm going to be moving around Dwarf 10 by group.
Are you sneaking or just moving?
I don't want to require any other actions.
No, it doesn't. Sneaking is you have to make a roll when you can only move half your speed.
Well, I've got to move 3 spaces, so I can't do half speed.
Okay.
That's 10. That's 15. If he wants to AOO, I'm taking 1 more space out.
He does not, because he was not paying attention when you turned invisible, so he doesn't know you were there. And I rolled a perception for him to hear you, and not very good.
All right, so this is 15, so that 1 more diagonal will be 25.
Oh, this is about
I'm
to
trying
be a
to- I'm
spicy
try-
meatball.
Now
I'm
he
trying to see
swings.
a cone shape. I don't want to hit Kruger, so I think if I just go one space south, it will hit all the melee dwarf, that little minion. Because
It
as I'm
will
going by
not.
Kruger, you can hear whispering, and I'm doing the Reaper of Flesh chant as I'm going by, so you can kind of like hear my voice. And I'm gonna do Cone of Cold to my northeast. I will probably not get the southernmost dwarf, Dwarf Mercenary 3.
And you will not
'cause
get
I'm assuming-
Warrior 1.
No, it should be like the northeast corner of my square, that I would think, right?
Let me pull out the thing.
I put a tag in my character so I know what page. Or book 456.
What's the what is it?
60-foot cone.
So it's 60
Cone of cold.
the 60-foot
Oh, no.
diagonal, you can get everything except the very southern dwarf. It looks like.
You
It's
will not
if
get
I'm
Grunec, and you will not get the Southern Dwarf.
Right, but I should get everybody else.
Everyone
I
else,
don't
yes.
think I'll get Raz because he's far enough. Not to mention it's
10,
gonna hit the
20,
wall, maybe.
30.
But no one's really playing with the wall, anyways.
Give me a range to Rebecca.
Everything changed when the fire was shown.
It's Rebecca.
Yep.
70. It's too far away.
Okay.
She's too
So,
far
some of-
away.
Some of it may chip the wall. Oh, no southern dwarf. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the other dwarfs. Okay. I'm gonna pop back into existence as I'm casting, and then
Yep.
you just see this giant vortex of snow and ice and everything come flying out of me.
All right.
Level 5, Cone of Cold. This is gonna be a reflex save DC 20.
Ooh, they're good at these.
Roll oil, boys. Roll.
Oh, that's a crit on fail on one of them. Two of them. Oh.
Damage is gonna be 12d6.
Roll that
Yep.
beautiful bean footage.
Oh. And it's just gonna be like, chill. Sarcastic. I got 2 new servants for the Reaper.
God
Free.
damn. You got everyone except the warrior who's throwing up in a blizzard right now.
His puke just freezes and it saves him to hide behind for the fact.
All right. The wall is all frosted and burned as well. It took a lot of damage from that.
The teeth are shattering. Oh, cold.
Alrighty.
Goblin song is discordant. And that's my turn.
I'm removing people off the map.
Oh, he did.
I'm leaving him.
That's my new spells, boy.
I'm gonna leave the
He's a
one
great
dead guy
effect.
on the map, just so I remember that he's there. All right, Glizzy, you are done.
I am. Actually, not blue, but
Mercenary 3.
Didn't he kill 4 of them?
Yes, but I'm not. I'm leaving the one guy on the map.
Ah, okay.
he's just an ice popsicle.
Basically, they all are.
Meanwhile, Raz is flirting with his girlfriend.
I can see him coming.
The
I'm going,
dwarf runs over. The unhurt mercenary runs over and attacks Glizzy.
Oh,
I just
you-
watched the 19.
That's not a
as-
crit.
wow. You did
23
it,
is-
Glizzy. Here, dang it.
I'm 25. Yes. Give me your damage. I can take it all.
And he hits you
No.
once. Dwarf Warrior 1 will also.
I thought he's dead.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Stop moving the dead around.
No.
Yeah,
Kruger,
that can
you're up.
move.
You got Grunec kind of trapped in your arm, and one, you got him, one of your arms holding him there.
Okay. Give me one sec.
What do you mean? You had like 20 minutes to figure out your turn,
I
dude.
know. I'm just gonna look back.
Come
at
on,
him.
Mystic, pay attention.
and I'm gonna say, "You fear me,"
Mark
and
off
I'm
your
gonna
cone
try
of
to
cold if you
demoralize
didn't,
him.
Blizzik.
Wow. I just feel like I'm Pike getting squished, asking for Kruger, where does your strength come from?
Oh, that's a shitty roll. Oh well.
I think that's what he
That
rolled against.
that does not convince him to be afraid of you.
You don't say.
Nope. He spits right at your face.
That's fine.
Dwarf
Sounds like a
acid
reaction to
spit.
me.
Make him immune. Okay. So that okay. In order to keep him in this, I have to make another check, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Because
Or at the end of your round, you let him go.
yeah, at the end of the round, I automatically let him go.
So you can beat on him right now while he's flat-footed and immobilized, or you
Yeah.
can spend some time to try to hold him.
Can you let him go in the pit?
I am going to hit him with a flurry of blows.
Fury of blows. Fury of blows. You hit him with a Zakara.
All up. Damn.
You can try to hit him with a Fury of blows.
Oh my god.
And you miss. One action left.
Is that bomb that Raz threw, is it like persistent or is it kind of already gone?
It's already gone. It's one and done.
Okay.
Tear gas is like that.
Should I try? I kind of want to yeet
Do
him
you-
now. But I know Zakara's
For-
nearby. Sorry, go ahead.
For grab, do you have to roll again or just spend an action?
I think you have to roll again. Because in grapple, it says you can grapple target you already have grabbed or restrained without having a free hand. But it doesn't say you are able to just, like, keep doing it, essentially.
Yeah, I think it's a refresh every round thing.
Yeah.
It was on the grab action, so I wasn't sure.
One action left.
Yeah, because critical success is target is restrained until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Or the target escapes. And the same
Give me
with success,
one
they're grabbed
second
until
here.
the end of the next turn.
I'm trying to figure out, should I... I don't know.
Nope,
I
those
think I'm
still
going to try
miss.
and trip him.
Alright, those still miss because it's not adding in the flat-footed part on the attack,
Okay.
it looks like.
I didn't think they would hit.
But no, they still miss.
I appreciate you checking. Thank you.
Yep, he has some heavy armor.
I'm just going to try and trip him then. Because I know Zakara's nearby.
Well, I say if he's restrained, he's flat-footed to everyone.
I know, but this is an action economy thing. Because he's going to be coming up fairly
Legs
soon.
worth his reflex.
Alright, 32 against his reflex.
That's success.
Alright.
So he's prone, eh?
Yeah, I can throw it on him. Trip.
You got it? Okay.
prone.
And you're
Yep,
done.
Okay, okay. But no bludgeoning
Zakara.
because it wasn't a critical.
So
Got it.
let me hold on. Okay. You're up, Zakara.
I want to put the axe in my bag of holding.
That's an action.
Okay. And then I'm going to quick draw and stab him with the dagger that has the wyvern venom on it.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say the clan dagger.
I thought about it, but
If only he still like had some venom ready, could envenom it.
doesn't that take a while?
So I'm surprised that you don't have clan accents for these clan dwarfs with the clan dagger.
Yeah, I know.
Go get them boys.
And I give myself +2 for flat-footed.
Yep.
Yes!
Nice. That double the damage of the poison too.
Nope.
No. All right,
poison
what's the
still
save on the
working.
poison?
DC 26 Fortitude.
Based on the effects that I'm seeing, this probably is going to be a success.
It's a critical success.
Indeed. Nothing really
Lucky.
happens on crit.
Takes no damage from the poison.
Yep, but the poison is not used up.
That's not.
Yep. It only the poison is only used up if you critically miss. Actually no, I take that back.
If you
It's free
hit.
poison. Yeah, if you hit.
Yeah, poison's gone on the dagger. So it's 1 to put the axe away, 1 to attack. You have 1 left.
Yeah, if you miss the swing, the poison remains.
Correct.
You still got 1 more.
Yeah, I will swing with my rapier.
All right. Leaving the dagger in your hand then?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Oof.
That'll be a miss.
Did you add your +2 to that?
I did.
Okay.
All right, that's your go. Rebecca runs over to Raz, hugs him, starts crying on his shoulder.
Stop grappling me, woman.
It's not hard to do.
Takes out its clan dagger of her own and stabs him. Yes.
And Grunec, who is no longer held.
Oh, see, if he just held him, all this could have been avoided.
So he stands up.
Sounds like a move in action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm swinging for the fences right now. If I crit him, it interrupts the movement. So
We'll leave Burt Reynolds tells me.
all right, come on, dice. Fuck.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
All right. He looks around real quick. I'll get my axe. And he goes like, ugh! Nothing happens.
Meanwhile, inside
Where'd
the
you put
bag,
that? You put that in the bag, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's just clanging against the entrance to the bag.
Yep, a sharp object in a bag of holding. Sharp object in a bag of holding. We'll worry about that later.
I've put weapons in there before.
Yeah, when they're your weapons, they have scabbards and sheaths. Axes don't. All right. So that's a reaction. So that fails. He's like, what? So
Dagger. Grab your clean dagger.
Goes to
he
reach for the
reaches
one
down to
backup
his
weapon.
belt. Fuck! And he grabs his other dagger then. So he pulls out a dagger, which is an action. Ah, this is bullshit.
So wait, like it's an action for each of these weapons he's drawing or trying to.
No, the axe is a reaction.
Oh, so he uses reaction.
And then he attacks Kruger with his dagger. Come on, baby. Nope, I don't think that would even hit Glizik.
You are correct.
Raz, you are up. Getting all wet from your woman.
Oh, is that how gnomes work?
She's crying all over him, so yes.
We're going to take care of Grunec, but first, before he gets any big ideas, just focus on staying away from him. I'm gonna hand her. I'm gonna draw. Before I take this step, actually, I'm gonna draw a.
You pull out your chalk.
It's the plan. It's just right on the ground.
Ah, never mind. I don't have it. Kruger's got the other one. That's fine.
This is not how I
Yeah.
figured this fight would go at all.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have that because Kruger's got the other one anyway. So I'm just going to step over here. What would it be to like scoop everything and just do into a bag? Like, freaking, I'll go through it later, just haphazard.
What in the vault?
Is it like
What do you got?
in
You
the
got
room?
a half hour? It's
Okay,
like
so if I was
it's
being
like a
asked-
chamber like several hundred feet big.
I don't mean like everything. Like, okay, so across to the table that had the shit I actually give a shit about.
How many actions would it be to loot the entire vault into my bag?
It would take you one action to get to the table,
Okay.
one action to pull out a bag. Do you have any bags?
I think I do actually. Let me check. You know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about it right now because we deal with Grunec, we don't have to worry about it. All right. I'll just have Rebecca stay over on this side, kind of.
Stay.
Let her
Stay.
know. Yeah, let her know. Okay, so Grunec is going to try to get to you to get to me. So just play keep away. He's pretty slow. I will, however, since I am, I'll just fuck it. I'll do it. I'll take quick alchemy. I'll create a cheetah's elixir for her. Hand it to her. So that would be 2 actions.
Yeah, but if she doesn't
Well, I
drink
guess
it, you have to
guess I'll
feed it
just
to her.
I guess I'll just feed it to her.
Yeah, you have to feed it to her, or else it'll go away.
Well, it'll go away at the start of my next turn.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah,
up to you.
so
If you
Yeah, so if someone else grabs it and drinks it, they can still
Okay.
do that. But yeah.
So you make it, you hand
I'll
it to
make
her.
it, I'll feed it to her.
Okay.
And just stay away from the big dwarf. Shouldn't be too hard. Moves
Yep.
as slow as a mountain.
That's 2 action. You got 1 left.
I do have 1, and then the quicken action as well. Fuck, I keep trying to move this. There it goes. And I'm just going to kind of skitter past 10, 20, 30, and I can kind of see what's going on over there because the wall doesn't go across the whole
Correct.
distance. Grunec is still tied up. Seems to be missing a weapon. He's swinging.
Oh,
a
he's
dagger.
not
That's
tied up. He's free to move.
new. He's swinging a dagger. That's new. We'll go
+5 Warple Dagger.
35, 40.
Okay, that's your free move. Then you have 1 action.
I'm going to take out. Yeah, sure. Well, you know what? Actually, I haven't used these yet, so I'm going to use the healer's gloves on myself.
You gotta touch yourself with your gloves. Got it.
And I think of you and I.
So you
Sexual
battle medicine yourself,
heat.
or using the ability?
The healer's gloves abilities.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm asking. I didn't know if you
Yeah,
meant you were like
healer's
doing treat wounds, or if you were using the ability.
No battle
Okay.
medicine. Healer's gloves.
Go ahead and target yourself and roll it. You heal yourself some. Then when you get a moment, since you're done, target Rebecca and give her the cheetah, so we remember.
Gotcha. I'll go ahead and do that. You can keep going.
Yep. Dwarf 14, who's still alive.
Puking. Frozen.
Oh, fuck.
He's alive.
If he's still
But I-
alive, he ain't happy.
He will try to
True,
puke
baby.
it up again.
CS gas is nasty stuff, man.
Yes! He gets rid of it. Only
Puking
took him
all over his
forever.
dead buddies.
All right.
One.
So the blinded ended earlier already. So he's
Yep.
no longer sickened or dazzled.
5, 10,
Probably not having a good time though.
15, 25.
Are they wearing like full face helmets?
No.
Oh, I was gonna imagine. Could you imagine freaking having to retch your fucking guts out with CS gas?
All
on
right, he
full
runs
face
around behind Glizzik because he's not happy.
coming out the eye holes.
helmet?
And he'll take his 1 attack.
Someone did something
No.
nasty.
Retching is an action, so no, he has no attacks.
So that was 2 moves. Okay.
Glizzik, you're up.
Thank you for making yourself closer to me. All right. Targeting Grunec, Dwarf 14, who came close enough to be affected by it, and Dwarf 3. I'm going to do a second fear. Will DC 27. I can Goblin Song before I do. Because there's no immunity with Goblin. Only if they get critical failure for my performance would they get immunity to the song for an hour. So yeah, I'm going to do that to give them -1. So targeting all 3, I'm going to compare my performance check.
All right, hold on a second.
Yep. Will
That-
DC of each of them
okay.
within 60 feet. Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
$36 is fine for me.
That's critical on both.
And on Grunec,
Oh. It's a critical on him as well.
Hey.
okay, so scrolling up.
This fight is not going at all how I planned.
What's the singing?
Where'd the bard come from? Where'd the bard come from?
Okay, so all 3 of them just have it for 1 round, but it's -1 will, which is going to be great against the fear, which can come in.
Then you cast fear.
Scrolling down for fear. Here comes.
All right, hold on.
Will DC 27. Yep.
Hold on a second. Because that's an that's an interaction, right?
Traits are only emotion, enchantment, fear, and mental. It says on the
Yeah,
stuff.
but on the action, what's it say? It's like two arrows and then interact or something or manipulate.
I've got 2 actions, S and V. It doesn't say
Material, somatic, and focus are all considered manipulate for.
Yep. All right, he doesn't get one. Warrior 14. Warrior 14 does get an AOO.
So basically, the only spells who don't have manipulate are verbal. Those are just concentrate.
35. That's a crit.
Ooh.
AC 25.
This guy hates this song, Skip.
Yeah, he hates these cans.
He hates these cans.
That doesn't put a hole in the cans, it's put a hole in you. What?
And it's a crit, so mark your fear off, and you've lost it because he disrupts it.
What?
I should get a flat check on that, dude.
No, it's only on a crit. He has to crit you to do it.
Is it a special ability?
It's on the AOO.
Yeah, a lot of AOOs have a disrupt ability on them as well. If they
And
crit.
take 31 damage.
Basically
Yeah.
punched you in the throat. He did the one thing nobody else has done with an annoying goblin singing in their ear. He actually hit the goblin.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Yeah, make a strike, melee strike, blah, blah. If your attack is a critical hit and the trigger was a manipulate action, you disrupt that action.
Yeah, it's like my standstill with movement.
So mark your spell off, and you lose the actions.
Okay.
You start casting, he interrupts it.
All done. You're still on.
Yep, Mercenary 3. Where the hell's he at?
He's the other one next to
He's the other guy right next.
Okay. He's the one that does not have AOOs, so he'll
He's
just
the one that has not
pound
been hit
into you.
yet.
Woo!
Missed by 1. I'm invincible. You can't hit me. I'm doing cartwheels.
No shit. Dwarf Warrior 1 is dead.
Sparks flying from his ass.
Kruga, you're up.
You guys realize I have 4 hit points, right?
That's okay. You're fine.
Zakar, you can probably see this just because like you're so close, but he doesn't know you're there. It's like at this point, like Kruga just has like a bloodlust in his eyes, and he's just going full swing after like Grunec. I'm going to use all 3 of my actions to attack him 4 times.
How you mean one's a fury?
Yeah, it's a flurry and then 2 regular attacks.
Okay, so what you doing first?
I'm doing the flurry first.
Okay. I kind of wish you had you saved the hero point.
Kinda. Aw. It was almost an 18.
Almost
Not
a
that I
4.
think that hits. Ooh.
All right, just your first one hits.
Yeah.
And just so you know, if he hadn't spent his reaction, he could have punched you for that critical miss.
Okay.
Or jabbed the dagger in your eye, whichever. That's all 3.
That's all 3? Yeah.
Yep, there's the 4th one. Zakara, you're up. He is heavily wounded. It's time for Zakara to do what she does best: steal kills. Although he's only heavily wounded, he's not critical.
So
You know who is critical?
No, who?
Glizek.
No one important. What you doing, Zakara?
okay, so just because of the way my list is set up, I've just been using my regular rapier out of habit, but it pretty much does the same thing as Damarin. So can I say that I've been using Damarin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to do that because the damage is a little bit different on your new one. I don't think it'll matter for this fight.
It has 1 extra trait, right?
It has an extra trait and an extra rune.
Oh, yeah, it won't matter for this fight.
Nope.
Okay.
Neither of those will affect this fight, but down the road they could.
Okay. Alright, I am going to attack Grunec.
Add your 2. Ah, yes. A 16 might have been a crit.
So close.
That'd been a 36. That'd be real close to a crit thrown on him.
Well, 27's not a hit, so he's at least
Yeah.
a 28.
I can remember what his AC was. Alright, second swing, add the 2.
Should I use a hero point?
Oh, that's up to you. It is 20. It is 18 after 10, so
That's true, but can I tell Glizek looks like he's about to fall down?
oh, Glizzic looks really bad. He's blood pouring out of him, but he's dancing around, having a good old time. Because dwarf number 3 just can't hit shit.
Or goblins. But yet you repeat yourself.
Yep.
Alright, I am going to sneak down 5.
The one on the left, 14, looks bad, right?
Man.
But the one on the right of me, 3 has not been touched.
Roll your stealth. Oh no, don't worry about it. Cause I don't have a reaction left.
Yeah, because you punched me in the throat, remember? With your axe.
Well, that was a different guy. I was talking for Grunec.
Alright, and I'm going to attack the warrior. Actually, I'm gonna move.
All right, that's your last action. You move twice.
What? No.
It's like I didn't take my finger off the piece.
Go ahead and attack, which is your last action. That hits. You should kill him. I don't care what. Well, maybe not. You're trying not to kill him. Jesus.
That was a journey.
All right, you kill him.
In all things, balance.
All right, I'll leave him on the board as well. Just put them both over there. Round 6. Rebecca just stays kind of where she's at. She moves over here. She can kind of watch whichever way. Grunec, Amber back. Heavily wounded, without his weapon. He is going to do a positioning assault.
Now you're just making stuff up.
I am. Oh, no, he cannot. He doesn't have a 200 weapon.
The downside of fighters, man. They're hyper specialized in a type of weapon.
He would just do a knockdown then.
A knockdown.
Or miss.
That's cool too.
Then that takes care of that. And he'll just attack. 30 misses you, damn it, Kruger.
Mm-hmm.
You're up, Raz.
All right, I am 30 feet away from Grunec right here, so I'm gonna pull out a blight bomb and I'm gonna huck it at him with this telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
So first we'll see if we even hit him because he's got high AC. He'll probably miss.
Oh, that was so. I thought it
Nice.
was going to be a 20.
Almost.
So that's all 3 of your actions, and it does hit. Does blight only hit the hurt the person you hit?
There's 2 points of splash.
All right.
It does 2d6 poison,
Go ahead
persistent
and-
poison.
Go ahead and do the poison damage.
And then hit Kruger for 2, but at this point, I mean...
And then put the persistent on him. Yep, you did.
Yep. Just gonna huck this thing and just from this side. Pay attention, Grunec. Another half dozen men will die to your choices in this place. That's all.
All right.
That was more
Dead.
kind of the one guy who's still in here.
Glizzic,
Probably
you're up.
in a bad day.
You're almost at max hit points.
I'm going to step behind my friend. But
What friend?
Then I'm
What friend? You don't see her.
going to do Horizon. I said that I can't see. I'm going to do a little Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Just a little one.
That's a small one here. Barely a trifle.
Oh, you're shooting at Grunec. Okay. Now who's the kill stealer?
See? 9d6. Just get him set up for your Raz. As I have like broken teeth bleeding down my mouth. And I'm done.
All right.
Didn't Goblin have a lot of sharp teeth? Oh, this one. Not this one. 3 sharp
Mercenary 3. Steps over
And guts.
and misses.
Miss. The lower I get, the harder it is to hit.
Wow.
You see? You just can't. And he's ducking and weaving.
This is the guy that can't hit shit. Kruger, you're up.
I hit you. He's a slippery goblin when he's coated in blood.
Flurry of
Only his own
blows.
blood.
I'm gruesomely distracting.
All right.
And I will still thematically use the rest of my actions to keep punching him. Even though it doesn't really matter.
Well, it does. That is a hit. Go to
Okay.
your next attack.
Damage or no?
No, damage doesn't matter. Crit matters.
That does. Ooh, straight to dying 5.
No, dying 4.
So Blizzard's occupied, but Raz might be able to see this. Like Kruger just comes down and like just grabs Grunec by the beard and just shoves his knee into his face, and Grunec like kind of like slumps forward a little bit, and he just starts doing it over and over and over again.
Sakara, you are up.
Okay. I'll see to the side of this mercenary guy. Your opponent's over here.
You were trying to feign him?
I'm
Doesn't that just
going-
make him flat-footed?
Hmm?
I'm not sure what you're doing.
Oh, I was just trying to draw his attention away from Glizik.
Oh,
Uh,
nope. He wants to kill something, and there's a goblin there.
okay, I will try an intimidation first.
Okay.
Oh. Demoralize.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. That's one action.
Alright, second rapier.
Second rapier, same as the first. A little bit sharper, a little bit worse. That'll stab him.
Ooh. That's a lot of damage.
He was not hurt at all, and now he's barely alive.
That's a lot of damage.
And your third action.
I'll take another swing.
Stab him with the clan dagger.
They aren't finesse weapons. It's only a D4.
And it's not
Although-
poisoned. God damn it!
Ooh.
Wow. I call this bullshit. Kill stealer.
Son, did you see the pictures I put in? For the jet. So much blood.
Alright, at the end of the round. A figure appears next to Grunec. Knelt down. Reaches out, grabs him. Pulls out a scroll and casts it.
That sounds like a manipulate action to me.
And in a flash of light,
Don't you want your clan dagger back? Oh,
come on, I was thinking, okay.
well,
Grunec and this new person disappear.
we need a description of the new person.
Looks like someone like some sort of caster person, someone in robes and such.
Or for
And-
human, I guess.
And we are out of combat since there's no more hostiles.
That's where
Close to
Calgrim went.
killing him.
Wasn't he
We're
dead?
having dwarf for dinner tonight, folks. I don't think anyone here can object.
They're not dwarves.
They're really not. I know it says dwarves, but they're not. They're actually all humans. The only dwarf was Grunec.
Well, still doesn't change the menu. Reading the body.
The body, Grunec, there's no body. It left with him.
Not
Just
Grunec. the minions.
Oh, okay.
Just put quotation marks around dwarf. Call it good.
It's we're substituting human for dwarf, but we're having tacos tonight, so enjoy.
So Grunec leaves the battlefield alive,
Boo.
but he doesn't have his axe.
Question:
Answer.
when did the guy show up? Before or after Grunec's turn?
End of the round. The
Oh,
guy's
shit.
I
been
was hoping he
here for a
jumped
while.
from dying 4 to dying 5.
Nope.
So he absolutely took 2 points of poison damage earlier, then, right?
No. Maybe.
Damn.
You don't know.
Got eaten by the wall for a little bit. Hit by the cone of cold. We just
God,
did.
if only he had actually hit me, I could have put my reaction on him and he would have died. from that.
Ooh.
If he was a dwarf, he probably has poison resistance, so probably didn't even hurt him.
Is- So he dies at dying 5, not 4.
It's a feat.
Yeah, there's a.
Die hard.
Die hard.
Yeah, I could have picked up that feat for Orc
It's
if I picked a
level,
different.
general feat.
What is not a different
There's a
sub
general one.
ancestry or whatever?
No, you have the one you could do lets
Fer-
you reset your ferocity like every hour instead.
No. There's one, the Hold Scar Orc, if I remember correctly,
Ah,
that
okay.
gives you the Die Hard feat.
Yes, it does. All right. So combat is over. Rebecca runs over to Raz. Ah. Hugs him, gives him some kisses on his face and stuff. While he's like, no kisses, damn it! Not in front of my friends.
Our kisses are fine. But
What are you guys doing?
I'm tugging on Raz's sleeve. And as you turn around to look at me, you're like, ah! From the massive amount of blood loss and damage. I'm like nearly had this nick, and it's kind of just hanging on a little bit.
Kruger,
I think I got hit.
Yeah, a little worse for wear there, Glizzic.
I tanked superbly today.
We'll go ahead and fix that up real quick. I'll use these new healer's gloves on him because all I gotta do is put a fucking hand on him and activate the gloves.
You already activated them once.
That's fine. I can do it on one person every day.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Gotta pull up the actual item, but it's like battle medicine. It's like one person per day, or one use per person per day, something like that.
Sergen, I'm going to use my tattoo before I forget it.
No.
Okay.
I was wrong. Frequency once per day. You can
Yeah, it's once per day.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. On me.
That's what I thought.
I'll just do battle medicine on him. We'll do expert fucking assurance.
Yep.
Got So we'll just do that to get him off death's door, and then if we have time.
He can be fully healed. He's still on the door. What do you mean?
Tattoo.
All
Much
right.
better, thank you.
What would you guys like to do?
After like a few moments of like Kruger trying to reconcile like what happened like right before him, he's just gonna like explode with anger and he's gonna grab the dead guy to his southeast by the foot, like pick him up and then just throw him and slam him across the wall to the west. And he's just
Okay.
like screaming his head off.
Oh,
He left with your father's axe too.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
Yep.
As Kruger's having his fit down there, I'll turn towards Rebecca.
Yeah, let's go explore over here. He needs time.
It's complicated. Why is? I'm glad you're okay. I feared the worst, but what was he?
He
doing?
was obsessed with killing you. Where'd he go? Is he
Seems-
dead?
Seems he has a patron. Someone came in and whisked him away through magic. The last.
Oh,
moment.
he had a wizard or necromancer or something with him the whole time. You guys didn't kill him too?
Did not make himself known before. I
Oh.
assume it was a contingency then. It's been 15 years. Why now of all times?
he was saying something that somebody told him you were heading here. He didn't say who or what, and I think they paid him.
He's still part of the Aeolian army, yes?
Oh no, he retired a while ago.
Well, I suppose he wouldn't have been crazy enough to come up here while representing another nation. But let's give our orc companion there some time to cool off and vent. He was looking very forward to killing Grunec himself.
You're nasty, Kruger.
Zakara will take down her hood.
Okay.
Saw some of the work you were doing off in the distance there, Zakara. Sudden spurts of blood and rapier injuries, kind of your calling card these days.
Also managed to get this. I'll hold out the clan dagger.
Insult to injury on that one, because most of us are familiar with clan daggers, right? That's like a big thing to dwarves.
Oh yeah.
It's like a.
That's what they use for their breast.
Yeah, it is actually. You laugh.
Oh, and this. I'll take the axe out of the bag.
All right. Roll me a dexterity check.
Just a check?
Mm-hmm.
How do I roll that?
Just double click on the plus, I think.
I did? Doesn't let me.
Double click on the bonus.
It did one.
Oh, on the bonus.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Little dice symbol on it.
All right, you pull it out.
She just whips it out in front of everyone.
She does. She's like that.
Pretty nice axe he had.
Oh, do I see her pull it out?
Yep.
When did you swipe that?
I'm gonna go over and say, that's my axe.
Oh, yeah, okay. Just take everything, Kruger.
Yes, all the magical items that I've been inundated with the past few sessions.
What do you think? You're a hunter?
You've mentioned this before to us, haven't you, Kruger? I feel like I vaguely remember you mentioning.
Last session.
Yeah, last session. I said it was my father's axe that Grunec took.
Can monks use a great axe?
I mean,
Oh, during.
Yeah.
Hold it by the blade. It'll be improvised by.
For some reason, during combat, I thought you were saying that it was Raz's father's blade.
No.
Kind of big for
I will.
It's Raz's brother's cousin's mother's blade.
I will hand it over to Kruger. You did take this away from him.
Do I have any inkling of what it could do, like when he was holding out his hand? Like, I know meta, like I know what he was
You've
trying to
seen
do,
your father do
you're
that
not
before.
talking.
You've seen your father do that, and the axe would like fly back to him. And a few times he's left it in a body or got it there or got disarmed.
I'm going to take it and, like, where does the car keep her bag of holding?
Just on my back.
I'm gonna, like, just reach in, like, open it up and throw it back in there.
Okay.
Just be careful. I don't want it to cut the bag.
He was trying to summon it back to himself. It is something that you can do with that axe. Apparently, I'm assuming you put it in this bag. It stops that from occurring.
Looks like it.
It's a different plane of existence, I believe.
Can't someone else bond with it?
The great axe is in the party inventory.
I don't know how the magic thing to make it be to somebody else is, do I?
Investing in daily preparation.
I mean, you know that you usually have to spend time with weapons and stuff like that to attune to them, like invest with them.
And are we aware that you have to do that like every day or it ends? Like
Yes.
we have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it every day in the
You have to
morning?
renew it. Yeah.
So it's a normal thing.
So it stands to
Okay.
reason that if we wait until tomorrow, no matter where he is, you can't just yoink it to him because he wouldn't be able to reinvest it. Allegedly.
Correct.
Does Kruger have to do a religion check to try and figure out how the magic item works?
Of
It's
course,
just
someone will.
or-
Yeah. You don't know what it is.
Well, it's his dad's axe, though. Man, like, does he already know how it works, or
His
he has to
dad
figure
didn't
it
like
out?
him. Kruger was small and weak.
He sold his axe to a dwarf. Apparently,
Kruger's the runt of the litter.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say, I mean, say what you will about Kruger being a runt. Kruger didn't die to a bunch of like base level alchemist fire.
Either did his father.
Yeah, I don't know. About
Grunec cut his head off.
He says your dad's still alive. I heard it too.
All right. What are you guys doing? You have to work tonight, Bio?
that. Oh yeah. I got
Okay.
We're
5 minutes.
we're gonna take all the treasure of the vault, put it in one.
Do you guys want to stop here for the evening then, and we will loot next session?
What? I want to loot.
A nice way to start out the session because I do want to clean this place out best we can. And
Last time we started with loot, it took us 45 minutes to start the game.
but at least loot's fun.
Maybe we could do the questions part of the next session now.
No.
Then knock that out of the way.
Because I have to add new questions to it. Well, I don't have to add very many because you guys didn't get much right.
I didn't get to talk to Zakara about what her nickname is, but she steals stuff.
Just ask her right now before it's too late. Hey, by the way,
Hey, so remember before when I termed us the really bad six and we were a wrestling team or whatever, and I came up with the idea and you were gonna be Kitty Perry, Parry. Did you have another nickname that you used before when you used to do jobs in round Hillsmore?
It's like a part of the show where they go on this freaking fourth wall breaking meta conversation while the end credits are showing.
It's like the gag. Sitting around eating shawarma. Actually, it would be the humans like taco night. We're cooking them over the little Bunsen burners down in the little pits here.
Listen,
Alrighty. What were we gonna say?
oh, we can't. Did you say something?
No.
No, sorry, we can't hear you.
Yes, you can.
Now we.
I said I was going to the Sunset to say something. I'm like, no, go ahead.
Roll percentile to see if Zargan can be understood.
What do you mean understood? You hear me fine, don't you?
Now we can.
Maybe get a 10 again.
First and last roll. of
So
the
we
night.
will be playing next week. At the moment, at least. We look at the calendar. But probably not the Friday afterward. Probably not on the 9th.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I go to Mexico on the 10th, and I don't know what time my flight is. I'll need to check. Because if it's like we have to leave like a 4 a.m., then I'm not playing the night before.
What is the clock in Spanish?
Yep. No, we're going to Cancun for the week. So we'll play next week. Just so I can plan a little. What's the plan after this? Cleaning this area out, heading back to town. What's the plan?
I'm still carrying the Anka healing for you.
All right, we're going into the vault. We're gonna clear this place out, all the rooms we can get to. Still gotta figure out that master's chamber situation,
Yeah.
but maybe we can.
I have an idea to get you to the door.
Yeah, have Kruger
Okay.
throw him.
Yeah,
Oh, that
or,
doesn't solve the landing part.
well,
yeah,
but if you're
you
flying,
you
can
hit
open
the door.
Fly over, open the door, and then he can chuck the rest of us through.
Clean the rest of this place out, and then after that, I thought at that point it's back to Hildford unless you wanted guys wanted to loop back around, take like a slight detour and scenic route back to do the Wyvern gig, because that was up in this neck of the woods ish, like a little southwest, right?
It was west of here.
Unless we're coming back up here for some reason, may not be back up here for a while,
What did we know about wyverns? Did we think that we could handle them at this level? Probably.
Probably.
I mean, it depends. I guess it depends on how many we find at the same time.
And how old they are.
I mean, the venom is the venom, and it's pretty nasty stuff, but at least 2 of us have pretty good fort saves.
Yep.
Who?
All my
Raz and
saves are my
Glizik?
good saves.
What's that?
I said all my saves are my good saves.
Yeah, but specifically fortitude.
My fortitude actually isn't that much better than the rest of them, if at all.
That you trying to downplay it when you just basically said no, they're all just awesome.
I mean, they are. Let's see. I have a plus 17 fort, a plus 17 reflex, and a plus 16 will.
His weakness.
That's Monk.
Yeah. I'm 17, 14, and 12, so I'm
Now,
up
to be
there
fair,
with
my will is considered a master save at the moment, so.
Grunec was 13, 16, 19.
His reflex was the highest? Or
No.
wait, did you go back?
Fort.
Gotcha.
His reflex was his lowest. Fighters are pretty badass. When I was building him, it's like, damn, you can do this, you can do this, you can do
Until he
this.
doesn't have his weapon anymore.
Well,
I mean, well, you gotta. The crit disarm was fucking clutch.
I think he got like only one or two hits in, and that's like the entire fight. The rest of it, he just spends running around.
Yeah, I see a weakness.
Benny Hill music playing.
I know a weakness when I see it. That motherfucker's moving like 20, 25 feet.
20. Only because he took a feat. Otherwise, it'd be 15.
I was really considering using slow on him. I have 2 of them memorized, but I know it's a fort save, so I was kind of like, eh. But yeah, losing 1 or 2 actions would have really hurt him for running around.
Yep. He probably would have stopped chasing someone and just picked someone and just killed him. He did a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I mean, when it hit pretty hard. I mean, on me and Glizik, we have the same AC. It's almost guaranteed to be a crit. Pretty freaking good chance.
Close.
Because fighter bullshit.
I think he was like plus, I don't know, 20 or 21 to hit with that axe.
I have 24 AC.
So I mean, it's about like 40% chance of a crit.
Hey, 25.
Mm.
It's those bracers of armor or whatever. Help.
Yep.
Chugging that freaking mist form elixir gave me better odds of having